Welcome to the 2025 NFL Football College America USA Draft. I'm Brendan Perna here with Will Keys, my longtime podcast partner, writing partner, and guy who can reach the top shelf for me at the grocery store.
Well said.
Will and I do a lot of grocery shopping.
In a row, is it not?
Yes.
It was number 6. I think draft 8 for us.
Is this the 8th draft we've experienced together?
Well, the first one was the Bradley Chubb draft.
Oh, was it? That's the first one we did together? Okay.
Yeah.
So Chubb, that was a pick we liked at the time too?
Yeah, maybe. I don't remember.
I do. I remember it was like, oh, Chubb's just sitting there. Nobody thought he'd be available. Boom, take him. Great. Now we got Chubb and Von Miller. That's all we need to be good.
Yeah, we don't need Josh Allen.
Don't need Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson, for Christ's sake.
That Josh Allen can't hit the broadside of a barn.
Yeah. His uncanny athleticism will never translate to the NFL.
He'll never
marry. He's been thrown in high winds in Wyoming.
He'll never marry an attractive celebrity.
Yeah. Are they married or are they just engaged?
I think they're engaged.
Anyway, thank you guys for joining us tonight. We are moderately excited to be here. We are hoping the Broncos trade up. We are praying they don't trade out of this fucking draft. This first round. There's been a lot of rumors about the Browns possibly trading the number 2 pick. A couple teams trying to get up. Maybe that's a flip-flop with the Jaguars. Because I can't imagine the Browns trading too far back. Seems like a lot of bullshit so far. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. You know, every time I make a layout for us, I never factor in where the super chats are going to go.
That's okay.
And right now, it's right over Will's head. Can I change that?
I think we're all fine with that. Yeah, I guess the only intrigue right now is whether Cleveland trades out because it would probably be Jacksonville. Jacksonville has been rumored to be very enamored with wide receiver / cornerback Travis Hunter.
Roger Goodell's riding a bike out onto the draft stage, Will.
Oh, there he is.
Is that homage to the Packers training camp when the players ride the bikes? Is that what he's doing?
I would think so, yeah.
Roger Goodell on a bike is...
and he's not wearing a helmet.
He is not.
What does that teach the youth watching their first draft? That it's okay to not wear a helmet?
Yeah, commissioner riding a bike, preaching safety?
No, I don't think so.
Pretty hypocritical if you ask me.
This feels awfully dangerous. There's too many bikes up here. We got Little Wayne.
Ooh, Diana Rossini. Denver Broncos are making an aggressive push to get in the top 10 3 minutes ago from Rossini.
Oh, Diana. Please be right.
All right. Roger Goodell encouraging the boos. All right. I think if we do have enough for a block 10, Goodell on a bike without helmet gets us there. Falcons taking a quarterback. Yes, Tyler, we would love to see it. 3,000 of you in here. Oh, fuck. 299. Oh, back to 3,000. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Like the stream while you're here. We know you got a ton of choices tonight. Everybody's streaming. Make sure you show all the dudes some love. Grossi's at the draft streaming. 5 Points and Urinating Tree are streaming. I think Coleman's probably streaming. So bounce over to them, like their streams as well. We all are very grateful that you're going to listen to us. We did video breakdowns on like 5 players, and that's basically all Will and I know. So,
Yeah, and one of them's probably not. Maybe two of them aren't going in the first round. Shedeur
Yeah.
Sanders and Tyler Shuck.
we did running backs. We did a running back video. We do know the backs.
I know a few of these players pretty well.
Good.
I know more than I let on.
Yeah, Will's very knowledgeable. That's why I like working with Will. Come on, show the video. Somebody tweet the video of Goodell on the bike. I want to steal Will's helmet joke right now.
I don't think it's stealing if you pay me.
You're right. Everything Will says, I technically am legally
and think.
Yeah, every thought Will has, I own.
Yeah.
Which may not sound like much now, but the way technology and AI is going, it's gonna pay off. The fuck? Nobody's tweeting Goodell on a
will
bike.
Recreate me in the aggregate
Yeah.
after my untimely demise.
Yes. All right. So are the Titans? They're almost on the clock here. I'm gonna get through these super chats so I don't get behind. Let's see here. Most boring draft for a while. I agree. A1 base. They've really been trying to hype it up that this draft's going to be crazy because there hasn't been a lot of storylines. And I just don't feel like that's going to happen. I agree. Praying for Howie to work his dark magic again. Go Birds. Funny thing I saw is somebody reported a GM said he will not answer the phone if Howie Roseman tries to call him in the draft for a trade. Consensus, Howie's pretty good. He knows what he's doing. Always good to start out with the Chubb.
It's a good way to start your day.
It's older you get. Those go away, guys. We got our other Guillermo. What's up, buddy? I think your Raiders are they're gonna do all right, Guillermo.
No, they're gonna do something.
I think they're gonna be heading in the right direction over the next couple of years. Will and I were just talking about it the other day. Maybe on a live stream. I can't remember. I want a running back or a tight end, Preston.
Tyler Warren. I've wanted him for months upon months, and it feels like it could happen.
Yeah. If they're trying to get in the top 10, maybe that's who they want.
Yeah.
And you would have been on it before literally anyone, Will.
That is true.
You texted me one day, right? And you're like,
yeah, I was watching
You see this Ty Warren dude?
Yeah.
I was like, no, of course I'm not watching Penn State football right now, Will.
No, I have a family.
Yeah. Max has a family now. New father, Max. Thanks for joining in, modding. Yeah, moderately excited. I feel like is this draft.
Yeah, sure.
Egbuka gives me Amon Ra vibes. Dude, I'd be happy with him at 20. If the Broncos just stay there, get a guy like Egbuka, depending on who's available still.
He's a football player, okay?
Yeah.
He's a football player.
Amon Ra, I love that comp. That's the kind of receiver you want. And just like you were saying in the last stream, like you want a guy who's going to catch a ball on third down. Like that's what I think of with Amon Ra. Like
he's like a 100 catch kind of guy.
Sick.
For sure.
100 catch, but like 1,200 yards, not like 1,900 yards. Right?
No. Yeah. Probably fewer than 1,900 yards. That would put him in very rare air. What are your first round pick you want if we don't trade back? I don't know that there's anybody I'm like desperately in love with at 20.
Yeah. I think like the guys there, like Colston, Hampton, Ibuka, if one of the other receivers are still available like Golden or I don't know. I don't know who gets me the most excited. Like I feel good about Omarion and Hampton if they take him there, but I'm kind of just as excited if they're taking another one of these running backs in like the second round too. Because with those other guys, then you're saying you're getting a really good back who could have the same potential, but you're getting better value. But I really don't know.
Right. You feel it's not a good feeling to spend a first round pick on a running back and not have it be the best running back in the draft, you know?
Yeah. And I think like the consensus is Hampton is 2, but I don't know the difference between like 2 and 3 and 4. So we'll see. Thanks, John, for joining us. Kudos for the super chat. Perna, did you start making porn on the side? That stash is on point, brother. No.
He stopped making it.
I am married. I do not stray. I do not want any controversy in my sex life. And that's not related to anything that's going on in this this world right now.
Probably the funniest part, and it's too bad we couldn't put this in the video, is that his lawyer texted him a statement.
Oh,
and
that he posted today.
Doing the bare minimum of copy and pasting it into the notes app.
Yeah.
He just screenshotted the text, the outgoing or the incoming text.
Yeah.
But he did crop the image.
Yeah, he cropped it nicely so you could read it. Go Broncos, Joe. Mooper in the Discord, he wrote in there he was disappointed I didn't make a joke about 30 seconds being all I needed for a sex tape. I was like, Will had that joke in there. I ultimately cut it.
It's kind of low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, I didn't like the delivery, and I was just like, I just don't know about what's happening here yet. Go Lions. I hope they take whoever the Packers should have drafted, Terry. I agree. Tom will be picking. He'll be announcing the pick in the sixth round, I believe, at the draft. And I shared that I hope he picks the worst draft pick in Packers history. I'm going to stand by that. And I don't mean that to be mean. I think it will be better for his career if that happens. If his face is always associated with a pick that's just like really, really bad, you're going to get a lot of play out of that. And I think that'll benefit him in the long run.
Yeah, it's too bad they didn't have like a guest pick for like Brady or something.
For what?
For Tom Brady. Because you know the Jokic thing.
Oh, yeah.
It was the Bell commercial.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if they just had some, not calling Tom a D-list celebrity, but a D-list celebrity announcing Tom Brady.
And they somehow says Tom Brady incorrectly.
Yeah.
Tom Brody.
Tim Brody.
Yeah.
Quarterback, Western Michigan. Drew Henson's backup.
Yes.
Scatabo.
Dude, I'll take him, Keaton. We get him in the mid. I think he's a fun running back to watch.
I wouldn't want him to be the only running back we come away with, though.
No, Breece Hall is another guy who the Jets might be trying to shop. Somebody brought up that the Broncos traded with the Jets last year in the draft. We've got Darren Muji over there, so we've got a direct line. If the Broncos don't go running back in the first round and they walk away with a guy like Breece Hall, I'll also be happy. Jags, I feel I get why you're nervous, Jags fans. It seemed like just sitting at 5 was going to be the easy thing to do. Now they're saying you guys might trade up. The guy was Mason Graham for the last 2 months. Now it might be Jeanty. I don't know. We'll see what you do. If you guys trade up for Travis Hunter, though, I think that's solid. I think you'll like Travis Hunter.
I've got some breaking news on Twitter.
Okay.
Ashton Jeanty will be wearing Saks underwear under his suit on stage tonight. The brand announces per Darren Rovell.
Thank you. I saw you tweet that. I put it in the script. Very funny. Thank you, Tristan. I'm happy to feed your addiction. Why am I? Oh, yes. I will. I'll drink it up. I'll drink your milkshake, butt goose.
Brandon's going to bash my head in with a bowling pin later.
Yeah. All right. First selection's coming in. Thanks for nothing, Tennessee. You used all 10 fucking minutes.
I know.
You had 2 months. You had 3 months. You knew this for 3 months, and you wasted 10 minutes of our time.
They knew they were going to suck at the beginning of the year. They could have turned the card in there.
Oh, my God. They went Cam Ward, Will.
Hold on. Let me confirm.
The Titans have drafted Cam Ward. There were a lot of ways this could have played out. I don't think anybody saw Cam Ward going number 1 to the Titans We're one pick into this draft, and we already have our first surprise, Will.
Curveball.
Big curveball. Will Levis was their quarterback of the future. And now we can't even say that for sure. Holy fuck. I did not see this coming. And I have been researching the draft every single day.
Cam Ward, that's the quarterback out of FCS Incarnate Word.
Yes.
They took
he's good. I love him as a prospect, but not at 1, maybe 2. I'll take him at 2 for sure, but 1?
1.5.
1.5?
About 1.5. They have half picks.
Okay, so we knew that was going to happen. Hopefully you guys understood. I was joking. But Cam Ward to the Titans. It's official. Great pick. Tennessee, your entire team has been saved. Immediate draft grade A+. And if you thought I forgot about the draft grade clips, Will, you're wrong. Jihaad Campbell to the Broncos. Linebacker. Supposedly the best one in this draft. That would be fun. I'll take it.
I heard someone specifically pronounce it Jihaad.
Jihaad?
Instead of Jihad.
I like to say it Jihaad.
You're declaring jihad to the Broncos.
No, Jihaad. It's my southern twang. Midwestern twang. I don't know. Don't be coping. I think there's a good chance Shedeur Sanders slides to you guys at 21, and that feels right now like a great place to draft him.
I don't think a lot of Steelers fans want him.
Yeah, they don't want anybody though. They don't want fucking Mike Tomlin.
They want Ben back.
Yeah, they just want
Ben Roethlisberger is the only quarterback they've ever liked.
Yeah.
Other than Kenny Pickett for about 10 minutes.
Oh shit, the Jags did trade to number 2.
Whoa!
The Jags, we got our first trade, Will.
Whoa!
We got a big one, too. All right, Jacksonville going up to spot number 2.
Mamma mia.
All right, they didn't tease us. Congrats,
this is
insiders.
Actually, I think it's a good trade for the Browns.
Yeah. Well, maybe the Browns actually go Shedeur at 5 now, though.
They're not taking Shedeur at 5.
You don't know.
I do know.
Okay.
I guarantee it.
Okay. What up, Lars from Germany? Been here for 3 years. I'm really enjoying the content. That being said, go Browns. Can you kindly ask the Avalanche to stop playing overtime? I know. I was watching that. I fell asleep before the overtime, though. I was like, they got the power play. I'm going to bed. And then they didn't finish it. All right. Denver goes all in on Idaho. Draft Jeanty. Oh yeah. I did watch a video about Hassanian and Loveland. I'll take it. Broncos to Broncos, baby. Last Bronco they took, was that Ryan Clady? That worked out.
Yeah. Brett Rippon.
Yeah. Oh, Brett Rippon. That's right.
Undrafted guy.
Grip it and rip it. Really want the Bucks to take a receiver, but I know they will draft a boring ass linebacker. Fair enough, Grant. You guys can use a linebacker though, right?
I think Levante David's got about 10 more years in him.
Yeah. And you guys you got McMillan last year, right?
Yeah.
Might not be the most exciting draft, but I'm looking forward to the Broncos going to the AFC Championship this year. Me too. Give us the AFC Championship. Do you really bathe in Doritos? Did you see that video alive again? That was one of my post-college videos trying to win a contest for Doritos. Great pull. Great pull. They got Goodell on a bike anywhere? Nope. Nope. Well, wait, there it is. Here we go.
God, you can spot Shad Khan's mustache from a mile away, can't you?
Yeah.
I think you should do that with yours. Just twirl it out at the end.
I'd like to get to that point. All right, there we go. Got it. Been waiting to fire that off. 5,500 people in there right now. Holy shit. I don't even think we had that many in here last year for the Broncos drafting Bo Nix. Oh, that's because I'm streaming to Twitter too. 3,900 on YouTube, 741 likes. Can we get that up to 1,000, please?
2,000 maybe?
2,000?
A million?
Right. Jags are on the clock. I'm going to bring up the draft board here in a second. Georgia players again.
I like
Are
stars.
you Eagles fan? Listening to you and Will talk while working on music for a movie. Hell yeah, Ben.
Nice.
Thanks to the both of you for the entertainment. What movie, Ben?
Dune 3.
What's that?
Dune 3, maybe?
Are you doing Dune 3?
Are you? Is this Hans Zimmer's burner?
Let's see here.
We ride and we die together.
All right, Jags. The pick is in, so we're waiting on the Jags pick here. Thank you for joining, Rico. Thank you for giving out the memberships, Terry. Hell yeah. Can you beautiful men tell us how much time the Titans have on the clock so I can get my stream synced perfectly?
I got bad news for you. They've already
Jags
picked.
selection. I'm late. I'll help you though. Goodell's about to announce the Jags pick.
Eric Armstead up there, where
Armstead
can't find a suit big enough.
No, he looks like a giant next to Goodell. And Goodell's like, he's not a small dude. Ever since the beard got shaved, Perna feels like a foul-mouthed Ted Lasso. Thanks, Terry. Browns fan here. Joe Flacco. You guys got Flacco. Just give Flacco a weapon and see what the dude can do. I know, Scott. We have expectations, but it actually takes some of the pressure off the draft because we got a solid team. So it feels like we're just adding some final pieces. Armstead with a long Duval. Okay. Thanks. Thanks, Alive. I should play that Doritos commercial if I can find it. I should play it at some point. Have you ever seen that, Will?
I've heard about it. I don't know if I've seen it. So it's safe for work?
Yeah. Ooh. It is Dune 3. It's Dune 3. Will was right.
They didn't have mustaches back in Arrakis.
Arrakis.
Maybe they did. I don't know.
All right, come on, tell us the pick. We already know, Eric.
Yeah, Walter Payton. All right.
Okay. Jag select. Travis Hunter to the Jags. All right.
Wow.
Love it. Love it, Jacksonville. You needed a corner. You needed a piece for your defense. We all thought the guy that they were going to take at 5 was Mason Graham. Instead, they get who I think is the best corner in this draft, Travis Hunter. And he can also come in, play a little bit of receiver with Brian Thomas on one side, and then just hopefully Trevor Lawrence has time to see him. Just hope Trevor Lawrence has some time to see him and get him the ball. What do you think, Will? Do you like this pick for the Jags?
Yeah, I mean, of course. Like, he's probably the best player in the draft. I don't know about, the coaching staff. There's a lot on them to figure out how to get the most out of him. Maybe they truly think like they're the one team that can figure it out, how to use him on both sides.
Maybe. Liam Cohen seems like he'll be creative. He'd be creative with how he does his offense.
An offensive guy, like making a big trade up for Travis Hunter, like, yeah, he's going to use him on offense. He's going to figure out how to do it.
Yeah. I listened to Mason Graham today, and he said when he walked into the Jags interview, the first thing he said was Duval. So maybe that hurt his draft stock. I don't know.
Duval.
Todd Brooks, Jalen Conyers. They better be good, Thomas. They better be good if you're sending them to the Broncos. Jags fans are more dedicated than they get credit for. Yeah, I think you got a solid fan base. There it is. Boom. Duval. Robert Duval. All right. So does this have the trade details? Let's see here.
I know they got pick 36.
Yeah. So the Browns got 5. And what they give up a second?
Let's see. I can find it.
Trades are just starting. Okay. Browns received 5th overall pick, 36, 126, which is a 4th rounder, and a 2026 first round pick. Damn. That's
so they dropped the 2026 first rounder to move up 3 spots.
Wow.
Knowing the Jaguars, that'll probably be a
first round pick for the Browns.
Pretty solid pick.
Yeah. So
I like it if I'm the Browns quite a bit.
Yeah, that feels like a lopsided draft haul for the Browns. But if you think Travis Hunter is the best player in this draft and you're Jacksonville, who is, they're kind of accustomed to having the first pick in the draft anyway. They probably just don't like being all the way down at 5. Hopefully it works out, Jacksonville. We love Travis Hunter. He's one of the guys we did a video about. I've watched him closely here in Colorado. He seems like an incredible dude on top of being like an amazing athlete.
Yeah.
You give up a first next year, that's kind of steep, but fuck it. Like, I think
you got to find a way to get the most out of Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. Maximize Lawrence.
You got to do it.
And, with everything Brian Thomas did last year as a receiver, like plugging in Travis Hunter from time to time, however much they do it, like that's pretty exciting too. And with your head coach, Liam Cohen, supposedly an offensive genius, you'll find out. You'll find out. Duval. All right, so now the Giants, their pick is in. I know you asked for a sync up earlier. I will try and remember that next time I got a counter on the clock to help you sync. We got over 1,200 likes. Hell yeah.
Where do you think they go, the Giants, number 3?
I think they're taking Abdul Carter. Yeah.
I would have to agree with you.
Get Carter. The real Browns fleeced the Jags harder than Kevin Costner. Let's say it is Duke Silver. Great reference there. Let's say it is a fleecing. One of the few teams the Browns could actually fleece is probably the Jaguars. Sorry, Jags fans, but that's just probably the truth.
We've got guys on Twitter tipping picks, so.
Guys on Twitter tipping them?
Well, reporters, Jordan Schultz.
Just don't look.
I already saw it. I know all 32 picks now.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
The Giants pick, Will, is
Abdul Carter.
We knew that was coming. Not a surprise. Was not a surprise like Cam Ward at number 1, but does this mean Kayvon Thibodeau going to be dealt, going to be moved? You said they probably won't trade him. You don't think they will. Don't know. He's expendable now.
He's expendable.
Or you can have 3 pass rushers.
You can never have too many pass rushers.
Cowboys, I think they need to take a receiver and they need to take a running back. I don't really care which order that's in. I think it kind of depends on how things fall. But you need a weapon opposite CeeDee Lamb, and you need a workhorse running back, Dallas.
This NFL Network is comparing Abdul Carter to Von Miller.
Ooh.
I see it. I kind of see it.
Yeah, they got that kind of like freak athleticism for an edge guy.
That dip move.
That bendiness.
Yeah, and he can play off ball too.
Sick.
Yeah,
I would recommend it. Just play him on the edge. I do like his suit that he's wearing. Whatever he's wearing is very cool. Something I can never pull off. Abdul Carter, great pick, Giants. Still need a fucking quarterback, though, you dumb fucks.
You could have taken Tyler Shuck at 3, you morons.
You. Okay. So now the next question. Will we see the Giants move into the back end of the first round to get a QB?
Well, now the Browns can do it pretty easily.
Yes, the Browns could. Do they still have, let's see here, where's these rounds? Browns still have 33 and 36.
So they could package those and get back into the first with ease.
Yeah. They can move up to 20 with the Broncos.
Yep.
And if the Broncos got picks 33 and 36, I would be excited, Will.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I'd be very excited.
The last time we had 2 early second rounders, we got Dalton Reisner and Drew Lock.
Oh, that's right.
Those are back to back, though.
Yeah. Did you see that Reisner video he put out, like defending Russell Wilson?
No.
Oh, you got to watch it.
Oh man, now I know the Patriots pick. I'm addicted to looking at them ahead of time.
Don't look ahead of time.
I'm just not going to tell you.
Okay, the Patriots have selected offensive tackle Will Campbell. Boom. According to Twitter. Is it just Schultz tweeting these out too?
Yeah, as far as I know, yeah.
He's got no etiquette, man.
No.
He is going for the jugular right now.
People are pissed off in the in the comments.
Yeah. Because I think it kind of became like a thing where most of the reporters
they agreed not to do it.
Agreed to not spoil the fucking picks in the first round for everybody. And now you got Jordan, Schultz.
He and Rappaport are going to go for round 2 at Starbucks in Green Bay.
Yeah, they better.
They're going to duke it out.
Rappaport needs to silence him right now.
Rappaport should start tipping the picks like 5 seconds earlier because he has the power to do that.
Yeah.
He could start naming the picks right now if he wanted to.
He could tell you every single pick for the rest of this draft.
Yeah, he could tell you he's going number 1 next year.
And it's not Arch Manning.
I don't think it will be.
You think he's going to play 2 years? Start 2 years? I feel like that's what he's going to do.
Yeah.
But Weston, Titans aren't picking till the 4th round. Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That is crazy, Weston. That's a long ways away. It's a long ways away.
How the hell did that happen? Did they not get picks? Well, they didn't get a good pick for DeAndre Hopkins, but
no, they signed Tyler Lockett.
Yeah.
They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 picks still remaining. Oh no, they pick at 35. What are you talking about? They pick at 35. What the hell? The hell, ESPN? They pick at 35, bruh. Then they go to 4th round.
Yeah.
Then they've got a couple 4ths, a couple 5ths, a couple 6ths.
If you're an older receiver and you see that Tennessee area code pop up on your phone, that's like being on your deathbed and seeing the Grim Reaper walk in with his scythe.
Yeah.
Don't go into the light, Tyler Lockett.
No. So glad they're giving Cam Ward another aging receiver as a weapon for his rookie season. Oh, Cam Ward's going to love throwing to 32-year-old Tyler Lockett, 32-year-old Calvin Ridley, and who else is on there? And Traylon Burks, who plays like he's 47.
What was the point of avoiding all those hits if you're washed up at this age?
I like Tyler Lockett. I still think he has some good football left in him. You just like him on any roster that's not the Titans right now.
Yeah, there's never been the Titans are just not where you want to be. If you're, it is just like a farm upstate for old receivers.
It's a receiver graveyard.
Yeah. Randy Moss.
Rico, thank you for the super. Here's a question. Who do you think are most likely to be first round busts? Also, a complacent Perna is scary. Remember how great you felt when they got Russ. That's true. That's true. I'm getting built back up to be let down. Is that what you're saying, Rico?
So who do we think is going to be a bust?
It's hard to answer that now because there's only 4 draft picks in. We know Will Campbell's coming up for the Patriots, but fuck, he spoiled that like a good 10 minutes early too.
Yeah. Well, it does it does make you wonder, like, do you think the NFL tells these guys or tells the teams to like take their time?
Yeah, probably. They got commercials to milk.
Yeah, this draft could be over in like an hour.
They got, yeah. I mean, 32 teams, 10 minutes each. What's the math on that? Is that 3 hours? What's the math? 10 minutes for every 6 teams is an hour. They want it to go at least 4 hours. All right, finally, the Patriots selection is in.
Oh, he's got the Browns pick at 5 too. He's got the Browns pick at 5 before
Schultz does?
Yeah.
There it is. Tackle Will Campbell, drafted by the New England Patriots. There's some thought you guys might trade in or out. There are thoughts that his arms are, seeing his arms in this suit, way too short.
That's why he went with the vertical stripes.
Yeah, everything it's supposed to be longer, right?
All right, we're putting that in the script.
Everything you saw him do in college that makes you think he is a good tackle will be negated by the fact that his arms are a half inch too short. Not a smart move, New England. Yeah. All right, so they add a lineman. Great move. Probably, I think most people thought he was the best offensive lineman in this draft. I think it's close between him and the next one, but but
there's sense. like a 50-50 chance he just ends up a guard.
Yeah, and
because like he'll be a really good guard, but like their need is at left tackle. They're drafting for need.
Well, I mean because they signed Morgan Moses, they brought in a tackle. Who else didn't they add?
He's a right tackle.
Is he a right tackle?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can move him to left. Just play him out. I think he can play at left tackle. I don't think it'll be a problem.
You sound like Billy Bean in Moneyball when he's telling Scott Hatterberg it's not that hard to play for first base.
It's not.
Tell him, Wash. It's incredibly hard.
Jags trading up for a weapon is full dumb. A new weapon doesn't help your mid-talent QB from getting pressured continually. We'll see.
Yeah,
it's a bold move.
But it's fun.
It is fun. I think you should be happy about it. Taking a defensive lineman or offensive lineman, way more boring than Travis Hunter.
Yeah. You ever think about that?
And they'll draft some linemen later in this draft. Spin the wheel and see which draft team See which team drafts a bust. Oh, okay, Zach.
But you only have, 10 spots on there?
Yeah.
Well, you can do it for the top 10, I suppose.
Yeah, we could do that. No, there's actually more on this one. There's I'd have to look. There's maybe 18. I forget. All right, so you know the Browns pick right now, Will?
I do.
Is it exciting? Or is it predictable?
I wouldn't say it's predictable.
Are they going Mason Graham? Are they going Mason Graham? Oh!
Yeah, they're going Mason Graham.
Oh.
Sorry to spoil everybody.
Oh. Dude, that makes way more sense for them than Abdul Carter. Not obviously doesn't. It's they could have taken Travis Hunter, but the two guys, Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter.
Will Campbell's crying. You can't be Paxton Lynch on draft night. He's crying. You can't be Paxton Lynch.
Oh no. Oh no.
Hold it in.
Oh no.
Oh, he's blowing. It's coming out of his nose.
Hell yeah. I can't believe they let these Patriots fans in here. Green Bay. Okay. I think that makes a lot of sense for the Browns defense. You put him next to Myles Garrett. I think that's nice, Cleveland. And you've got your two picks. Maybe the Browns aren't going to fuck this all up. Maybe
we'll see.
Just knowing Deshaun Watson's hurt makes them smarter. They don't have to even think about Deshaun Watson, so they can just be a little smarter.
I'm very, very interested in this Raiders pick because I think if they don't take a certain somebody, I think Denver could move in.
If they don't take Ashton Jeanty, the Raiders, Broncos could make a big dick swing up. Weebulous. And the pick is in. The Denver Broncos select backup waterboy Brandon Perna. Dude, I'd be a starting waterboy. Don't fucking backup waterboy. Come on now. I'll run that water out so fast. I'll squirt it so hard into those players' mouths. Not a drop will hit the turf. Teams, especially bad ones, drag out full 10 minutes to get exposure and have the analysts chat about them. Jags aren't talked about that much. Need their 10 minutes. I like that take, Jarrett. I like that quite a bit. All right, here comes the Browns selection. I'm going to pretend like I didn't guess it. So the Browns have traded with the Jacksonville Jaguars, moving back to 5, and we don't know who they're taking, Will.
We have no idea. This could be literally anybody.
They drafted Deshaun Watson again. Oh, it's Watson to the Browns again. And Johnny Manziel. Oh, it's Mason Graham. It's Mason Graham, Will. They got Mason Graham. A defensive tackle. A run-stopping machine. A nightmare. Not like the kind of nightmare their quarterback is. Like a good football nightmare for the opposition. I like this. I think it's a good move, Cleveland. I think over the last month, you've heard questions about his ability to be a good pass rusher. I don't think you need him to do that from that spot. He's excellent against the run. And I'm going to compare it to if you put him next to Myles Garrett, that's like Von Miller and Derek Wolfe together. Batman and Robin. It's going to help. Myles Garrett's going to have 20 sacks this year, assuming he stays healthy. And the Browns will still only win 5 games. Suck it.
Probably hitting the over for them. I know the next pick.
Stop looking.
I'm addicted to it. I'm not going to tell you anything, but
just mute him. I think based on your reaction, it's Jeanty. You're not excited.
I'll mute him.
Mute him. Okay. Today's episode, this stream, sponsored by Underdog. Will, did you know that?
Yeah.
Good. We are 214 signups away from 6,000 signups at Underdog. If we get 6,000 signups, they give me a $60,000 bonus. It is insane money that I'm putting back into this YouTube channel. Will gets bonus. Johnny gets bonus. Carmi gets a good chunk into her college fund. And then I bet the rest.
On the horses.
On the horses.
Adam Schefter, 2 minutes. Oh, sorry. Let me wait.
Is it good? Is it good? Is it big? Is it the Broncos? If it's the Broncos.
Carolina has been fielding calls about trading the number 8 pick.
Okay. 8. Anyway, if you like playing daily fantasy, they've got their best ball tournaments for the NFL that run through the summer. I do a bunch of those drafts typically. So sign up now so you can play in those. They're pick'em games. I've been picking the Nuggets games. I won the first one, and then I got too confident, lost the second one, lost the third one. I'm trying to get back tonight. I put my picks for the Nuggets game in the community tab. Underdog been rocking with this channel for almost 3 full years now. So use my code or link in the description if you like playing that stuff. If you don't, that's fine. Just don't tell me about it. Just tell me how much you love it. Oh. Draft another Watson injury. I didn't know that was possible. Okay, what grade do you give the Browns for Mason Graham, Will?
Like a B.
A B?
Yeah.
Oh, behave. Yeah. Yeah, baby.
I brought that in for you last year because we had a conversation about Austin Powers.
Yeah. One of the greats.
What do you give the Travis Hunter grade?
Based on the pick alone or the trade as well?
Trade and pick. The whole shebang.
A minus.
Abdul Carter at 3. Your grade?
A.
Will Campbell at 4.
C.
This chicanery? I am not crazy. I am not crazy.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Fuck, you're right. Oh, the Las Vegas Raiders just drafted running back Ashton Jeanty out of Boise State. Oh, I hate this pick.
This one hurts. Not just because he's going to the Raiders, but it's just not the best place for him either. You know?
The Raiders not the best place for any young man coming into the NFL.
No.
I'm scared this pick is gonna haunt us, Will. I feel like I feel like there's a 200-yard game coming up against the Broncos by Ashton Jeanty. There's just always LaDainian Tomlinson would get those. Josh Jacobs would have his best games against the Broncos. And our defense, I'm not even saying our defense is going to be bad. I'm just saying I feel like since the Raiders took Jeanty here, it's going to haunt us. Great pick for you, Vegas.
Well, it's time to cope on our parts and mention that he's not playing against Mountain West competition anymore. And he was really mediocre in that bowl game against Penn State.
Yeah, I heard him bring up the Penn State game today. He's giving Goodell a big hug. We're not going to spoil anymore. Scotch.
Relax.
Will's going to spoil it for himself. Also, sack up. Sack up. You're going to find out within minutes. But we'll try not to spoil it anymore. So sack down. Sack down as well. Sack up, sack down.
It's not a fight. You don't need to announce your departure.
Damn. That's Raiders did it.
They did it.
We all knew they were going to do it, and then they did it. I better tweet my feelings on this.
So, we've got the Jets. And I'm now
Jets are on the clock.
Common consensus would probably be Tyler Warren here.
Yeah. As of recently, anyway.
Yeah.
They're a team that could go offensive line still, though, too, I think, right?
Yeah. Yeah. They could go Membou.
Yeah. Offensive line, tight end. Do you think the Broncos trade up to 8 with the Panthers if this is offensive linemen and they get Ty Warren? Do you think maybe that's who they're targeting there? If they're the team talking to the Panthers?
It sounded like they were trying to move up for Jeanty if he made it past Vegas.
Okay.
And
he didn't.
I think that dream is probably over, according to Ben Albright.
That's disappointing. That's disappointing.
Yep.
Great pick. Vegas. Jets pick is in. The Jets pick is in. And the NFL Network's going to commercial. Let's not call each other crybabies. Only I can do that. Told you, Taj Brooks, running back from Texas Tech. Dark horse, and we get him in the second or third. I feel like we can get him even later than that, Thomas.
Yeah, it's a little early.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's thinking he's going that early. But I'm going to trust you, Thomas. I'm staying because of spoilers. All right.
Now we've got to spoil it.
Dude, I mean, we could be, honestly.
The Jets took Shedeur Sanders.
They did?
No, that's not true.
Oh, fuck.
Or maybe it is. I don't know.
Maybe we should just spoil it. Then our stream will be ahead.
Wow, true.
Yes, James Damon. Thank you for signing up at Underdog. Code TGS. Go Birds. Go Birds. Since Jeanty's off the board, would you guys want the Broncos to draft a running back? Yeah. Yes.
Of course.
At 20 for sure.
Well, they're gonna take one either today or tomorrow.
Yeah, they're 100% drafting a running back. We just don't know when. I'm fine if they do it at 20. I'm fine if they do it in the second. Unless, somebody else gets the guy they want in the second. But I bet they have like 4 guys they really like at running back. What's the Iowa guy? The
Caleb Johnson?
Yeah, I like him too.
I like all of them, actually.
I like Travion. I like Caleb Johnson.
I like Travion a lot. I think he fits well with Sean Payton.
Yeah. Jets trade with the Pittsburgh Steelers and get Rodgers in return.
That would be something, wouldn't it?
I like Bashal Tootin too, except for his issue is fumbles. And I don't think that would. That's Jeanty's issue too?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So
maybe
it's just not very good.
Maybe instead of 200-yard games against the Broncos, it's always his worst fumble games. I wish upon him the hands of Melvin Gordon when he plays the Denver Broncos. Gotcha, Ashton. You just got cursed.
You just got Gordoned.
Yeah, you just got Gordon. You really Gordon that one, Ashton. I'm going to call it Ashton.
Not just fumbles, but hilarious fumbles.
Yeah.
That land softly into the arms of a defensive player going the other way for a touchdown.
Yeah, and it's always a big man touchdown that he fumbles away to.
In a very crucial spot in the game.
Yeah.
Same, Gary.
I feel you, Gary. Drafting a running back in the first round. Smart. I think it is now. Now, the Raiders, I still think they need to they need to improve their offensive line a little bit. Their best player, Colston Miller, is kind of holding out right now. One of the only good draft picks they had in the last 5 years. But
surely Alex Leatherwood is still on the team.
Yeah. I think they can get Scatman in the 3rd or 4th round.
I think he drops to day 3.
Yeah. 4th round, take Scataboo.
Yeah,
and it is Scataboo. It is Scataboo.
Scataboo. It is that time of the night where the light filters through the window and onto my face.
Yeah, you look like you're in a noir film.
Maybe I am.
All right, the Jets pick is in. Goodell's calling it. Membou. They go Membou. Go Membou, Will. All right, Jets go tackle. Maybe we can still get Warren. Maybe we can, Will. I'm not letting my dream die just because you saw reports on Twitter.
Well, it doesn't mean they aren't also interested in trading up for Tyler Warren.
Give me something sexy, Denver.
I'm just saying they were trying to get Jeanty.
I know. I love it. I like that they were thinking about it.
Well, it's the late comedian Bill Hicks.
Bill Hicks is here. And he signed up for Underdog. That could bring him back, I think.
I love your acerbic sense of humor, sir.
Bill Hicks, well, you do have to use it once, Bill. You got to use your $10 deposit once. Okay? Otherwise, it still doesn't count, I don't think. But thanks for signing up. Just play in a fantasy league. Just play in do a fantasy one. Jarquez Hunter, later in the draft. Also, I really do want people signing up who want to play. Just do it because you want to play. Not just to help me get that cheddar, that green, that greedy green. Jarquez Hunter. Who is he again?
Honestly, does not ring a bell.
I've seen his name. I just don't remember what position. Auburn?
Auburn. Running
back. What is he?
Running back.
Oh, sick. Jarquez. That's a good running back name.
Maybe they should just go all running backs. Oops, all running backs, and let them, battle it out in training camp. May the best man win.
Yeah, I'm down. Yeah, I mean, after seeing Jeanty in that underwear ad, I don't know if I can actually say that confidently. He looks pretty good. Divine Diablo. They still have Divine Diablo, although I heard they might try to. Oh wait, did he leave the Raiders? I thought maybe he left.
I don't think he's on the Raiders anymore.
Falcons. Yeah, he's a Falcon. That's right. They don't have him. Catnip to Pete Carroll. Oh, do any of Pete Carroll's draft leaks hints make any sense now?
Let's revisit those. I was thinking the same thing.
Hoping Giants would go Jeanty so we could see same situation Saquon was in. It's like poetry. It rhymes. Yeah, you wanted the Giants to hold Jeanty prisoner as well?
No,
clip his wings, if you will.
These clues are nonsense.
They are nonsense.
He's just messing with us, Pete Carroll.
He just came out of retirement to be a troll. Nice. Thanks, Pete. Yeah, Pete Carroll's been on Twitter all night, tweeting hints about the Raiders draft pick, and they made no sense. So he's just fucking with us. And we're almost at 2,000 likes. 5,600 of you in here on YouTube watching along. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. We love you in a very pure way. Max, thanks for modding. Is anybody else modding? Is it just Max right now? Just Max. Just Max. As a Denver fan, I concur. Broncos should use every pick for running backs. On a serious note, please, Denver, get an Ohio back. I don't want Hampton. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay with going one of the Ohio guys, Judkins or Henderson.
What player do I have my jersey?
Yeah, who you wearing?
Riley Moss.
Riley Moss. Of course. Solid jersey choice.
Thank you.
Do you have a PS2 one?
I do not. Racist.
Let me see. Let's see if I got the PS2 one in here. We can be Jersey bros.
There you go.
All right, Will, you're on the clock of talking.
Well, I'm just going to tip all the picks. No, I'm just kidding. I would never do that. Okay. So we got the Panthers at 8. It goes Panthers. There's a lot of intrigue, I think, here at 9 with the Saints. I don't think it's going to be Shedeur Sanders, but that feels like the first
Oh, man, I don't have the jersey in
realistic
here.
spot. Wouldn't it be nice to just shove Brandon right in that locker?
I almost threw the combination. Oh, it's right here. It's right in front of my fucking face. I almost threw the combination in there. That would have been dumb.
That would have been bad.
There, we'll be Jersey bros for a second. Oh, I forgot. We're having a sale at Benchwarmer Shop as well. Code DRAFT15 Benchwarmer Shop for the This Is Our Year blend coffee. And there's always next season. It's the same coffee. It's a dark roast, 15% off, draft 15. Figured that was a good coffee to do a sale for, since we'll all have hope again. There we go. Now we're a real tandem, Will.
PS2 and Dreamcast.
That's right. The PS2 and the Dreamcast, the nickname that never caught on.
No. We're going to keep trying.
Even though I thought it was good.
Why does yours have a different neckline than mine?
Because it's authentic.
Oh, shit.
Mine came from the actual Denver Broncos.
I have a dumbass Fanatics jersey.
Yeah, you bought yours from China. Yours, China.
I got it for Christmas, okay.
I'm just happy we don't need a quarterback. Yes, Adam, I concur. All right, here comes the Panthers pick. Let's see if it's a shocker.
I think it might be.
Ooh.
A little bit of a curveball.
Oh, Ted McMillan. They went
McMillan.
McMillan. I mean, that's a curveball only in that we weren't sure where Tet was actually going to go. Panthers need a lot of defensive help. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
They drafted Xavier Leggett last year. So I don't mind them getting another weapon for Bryce Young to throw to. Because it wasn't like Leggett was, insane. I think he can get better. But there's a guy Bryce can just throw up jump balls to. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Their defense still might be terrible, but
that's kind of like same thing we said about the Jaguars taking Travis Hunter, help out Trevor Lawrence, try to salvage that.
Yeah.
Say the same thing about Bryce Young.
You
might even call it a Tet offensive.
And I think here's what, if you're a Panthers fan, you're hoping that the Panthers had Tet as the best player available right there, because they could have their choice of any corner, right? That's not Travis Hunter, obviously, but the top corner, your top defensive lineman as well, kind of here, things that they kind of really need. But hey, you got to score touchdowns. I heard Nick Saban say he would draft somebody who can score you touchdowns before touching defense. He's like, I used to think the exact opposite, but you got to score. If Saban's saying it, can't be wrong.
Chiefs. I'll say who I think
the Chiefs going.
I think they'd probably take Luther Burden.
Or tackle, right? They need offensive line help.
They do.
It depends on, I think, how long they think Rashee Rice will be suspended for the car racing incident that I believe he will be suspended for this year. Xavier Worthy was good. Hollywood Brown, he was hurt last year. I don't think receiver is quite as big of a need. But Luther Burden, it feels like they'll just find another super fast dude and plug him in. I can see that.
Yeah, it's a local wide receiver with character concerns, is why I'm saying it.
What are his character concerns, Luther Burden's?
No one's really sure, other that they know that there are a lot of them.
Actually, nobody has any character concerns, but if the Chiefs draft them, there are definitely character concerns
emerge.
Yeah. Can the Seahawks put Walter Jones in a time machine and redraft him? Are we that far into the future? Backup water boy? Perna?
Walter Jones is a hell of a tackle.
Get yourself a huge tackle. Seattle? Any chance you would do single origin coffee? Maybe. Maybe when everything calms down and everything's not as expensive. Our stuff's all ethically sourced. I do know that. Try to get the highest quality. Is Tet wearing a weed plant on his neck? Yes, he is getting high as we speak. Chiefs take Mike Green, culture fit allegedly.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
All right, Saints pick is in at 9. So nobody traded it into the first or the top 10. So that was all bullshit. We did have a trade within the top 10, but no trade into the top 10. I think a fun game the NFL should make quarterbacks do, Will. They invite, all the quarterbacks that they think might get drafted in the first round. And you get an average kind of draft position of where you think the QB might go. So say his number is 4. Say Shedeur Sanders' number was 4. Mm-hmm. Every draft pick he falls after 4, he's got to do a shot. And there's always a camera on him.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers would be dead.
Now, Aaron Rodgers would probably tell you he could take 50 shots without it affecting him in any way.
Johnny Manziel
could
be in the green
take
room
50 shots.
Praying that he keeps falling. Brady Quinn, tough one. Will Levis would be dead.
Oh. Will Levis wouldn't have made it. All right, here comes the Saints selection. Will.
Yeah.
Will.
Hello.
The New Orleans Saints have selected Kelvin Banks Jr., tackle. That makes a lot of sense. The reason we thought that they would not draft a quarterback is because they would go offensive line. Was it Penning? Is that who they didn't 5th year?
Yeah. Spencer Rattler will be staying upright this season.
Derek Carr will be having extra surgeries just so he doesn't have to play quarterback for the Saints. Yeah. So they didn't 5th year option Trevor Penning. Felt like they needed a tackle, and they took a tackle. Kelvin Banks, who basically in the last couple days, I've heard his name a ton. Good job, New Orleans. Could have had Shedeur Sanders. The question will become, if you get a QB in the second round, who will it be? Are you going to be one of the teams that tried to trade up and get a quarterback? You got to tackle. It's boring, but probably a necessity. Way to do the responsible thing, New Orleans. Thanks for joining as a YouTube member. No gas mask bong, 0 out of 10. Yeah, I wish we could have those back too. You get a choice. You can do a shot every pick you fall or gas mask bong rips for every pick you fall.
I don't know what would be worse.
Well, you probably won't die from the weed, but
I don't know. Are you sure?
I don't know. I've never done that much of
Yeah.
either. If I have one drink too much, my head immediately starts to hurt. I can't even make it to getting close to blacking out. It's like, I don't feel good. Ugh!
Well, we got the Bears on the clock.
Chicago. Well, they wanted Jeanty.
They did.
Anybody trying to get to 10? Nope.
Picks
Bears
in.
pick is in. You know the pick, huh?
I don't.
Oh, you haven't spoiled it for yourself.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'll miss watching Travis Hunter in Colorado as well. At least I can root for Travis Hunter with the Jags, you know? I got no problem with the Jags. Remind me to get over to Tree Stream for when our Steelers pick. I want to see what my fellow Yenza flip. I'll try to remind you alive again. You're 11 picks away. We're an hour in. We're at pick 10. Does it feel like it's moving maybe a little more quickly this year? Or am I crazy?
Yeah, I think it's at a decent pace. I think there's only been one trade, so they don't have that holding it up.
The NFL app is trash. Skipping my chemo appointment to be here. I don't have cancer, just trying to get some superpowers. Go Broncos. You took me in a lot of directions in that one comment, James.
Hell yeah.
I hope you get your superpower, and I hope it's predicting draft picks. Oh, what the fuck? Tapping in real quick. What do you think of the Pats pick? I don't feel bad about it. Not what you want at 4, but worst case, probably a solid guard at the least. The line is so bad. Spencer. It felt like something they should do at 4, actually. It'll just be like, how does Will Campbell compare to these other tackles that went, top 10? So Membou, Banks, who is actually the best one? We'll find out over time. Drake May needs more protection. That should help him.
It just kind of, he could end up being really good. It just felt like they painted themselves into a corner where they had a need at left tackle, and that was the only possible position they could take. And he might be a little bit of a reach at 4. But I don't know. He could work out.
Yeah. They should have traded with the Broncos so we could get Jeanty.
Yeah.
Oh, all of a sudden my shoulder every time the Saints don't pick a quarterback, like Derek Carr reveals like a still image of him getting further and further along in his throwing motion.
Also, let's not gloss over. That was an outrageous spelling of Derek Carr.
Derrick. Yeah. Dude, there's too many ways to spell Derek.
An oil Derek.
Derek, Derick, Derrick, Derrek. San Fran picks Shedeur, trades Purdy to the Steelers, and Aaron Rodgers does ayahuasca on McAfee. I would actually watch that episode in its entirety. I would love to see Rodgers just get baked on McAfee. Oh, that'd be fun. When Rodgers retires, he can go on McAfee 2 days a week. And the second day is, guess what Rodgers is on?
Getting fried Friday.
What illicit substance is Aaron Rodgers doing today? And if you guess right, at the end of the show, you get a prize.
So Jordan Schultz not only has the Bears pick, but he has the 49ers pick too.
Jesus Christ. And who's telling him this stuff?
No idea.
Like, why are these teams even telling Jordan Schultz? NFL needs to ban Jordan Schultz. He's a loser. We're going to put him as a loser in our winners and losers, Will.
Yeah. But do you know who his dad is?
Guy who made Starbucks, right? Co-founder Starbucks?
Yeah, something like that. Howard Schultz. So
let me sell you some
Benchwarmer,
Howard.
Talk about a little respect.
I'll tell you what, Jordan, your dad's coffee's not as good as mine. You spoiling piece of junk. Oh, shit. The Bears. Yeah. Oh, there is a surprise in this draft, Will. Oh, Chicago selects tight end Colston Loeveland. So he goes ahead of Ty Warren. That's the surprise. Also, I didn't feel like the Bears really needed a tight end. They do have Cole Kmet. Having two good tight ends, not a bad thing. Maybe I don't know what Kmet's contract is. It's got to be close to his 5th year, or it's got to be close to that extension time. I don't fucking know in this moment, but that's a surprise.
Quarterback's best friend.
Yeah.
The three teams with kind of iffy young quarterbacks all took receiver.
Yeah. A ball catcher.
Lawrence.
Okay.
Sort
Damn.
of.
Well, there goes my hopes that Loveland would be there at 20.
Yeah, well, that's not happening. But
oh, dude, if Ty Warren is like a beast, if Ty Warren is better than Colston Loveland, this pick's going to look weird for the Bears.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I feel like they could have traded back and got him. So now,
I don't know.
I don't either. I mean,
we don't know what those teams think.
No.
Jordan
I think the Colts, if you're the Broncos and you do like Ty, maybe you're trying to get ahead of the Colts, who feel like the next team who feels like they could draft a tight end. But that is all right. I think it's a good pick for the Bears. I think he's going to be good in the NFL. Obviously, if I wanted the Broncos to get him, I think he's good.
I'm getting itchy now.
For the Broncos to do something?
You know who I want.
Ty?
I want him, okay?
You do. Oh, well, congratulations. You got married on 4/20. Much love from my wife, Tessa, and I, as always, go Broncos. I wish you guys a happy marriage. Say poo-poo pee-pee. Did it. Sanders falling past the Aints makes him a Stella. F. Howard Schultz. He is why the Sonics are in OKC. Dude, what if the Niners take Tyler Warren?
Oh, God.
They could then trade George Kittle.
Everybody's tipping the 49ers pick. It's James Palmer just tipped it. It's all getting tipped.
Damn. Colston Loveland.
There.
Let me see if I can find Colston Loveland here. Where are you, Colston Loveland draft pick? How is it that all these picks are getting spoiled, but then when I go to Twitter to find like the fucking most recent draft pick, I can't find it. All right, let's see here. NFL tweet them out yet? Are they on top of it? First surprise pick. Thoughts, Bears fans? That's what we call engagement, Will. Engagement.
Congrats on the engagement.
Is without spoiling it for me, Will, we got 6,000 people in here.
Whoa.
Thank you guys. Is the Niners pick a surprise?
No.
Does it make sense if I think this through?
I don't think you'll come up with it, but
oh, is that a challenge, motherfucker?
I don't think you'll come up with it within 4 guesses.
All right. I think I'm going to get it. I think I will come up with it. I believe in me. I'm good enough. Smart enough.
What are you looking at right now, huh?
No, I'm not looking at it. I got to go look at draft names.
Oh, okay.
I got to look at draft names.
Well, don't take all day.
I feel like it's I feel like a defensive guy.
Okay, I'm not narrowing it down for you.
You got to help me narrow. All right, defensive line.
I'm not giving you any hints.
Is it defensive line?
Stop asking.
Is it Mykel Williams?
Fuck.
Did I get it? Did I get it?
Someone say it in the chat. Is that why?
No, I just got there on my own.
Yeah, right. Right, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah. Got it. Georgia, right? He's from Georgia.
Yeah, he's from Georgia.
Suck it. He was getting projected to go to the Panthers. Damn, I'm pretty smart when I think about it. Love it. I love my brain sometimes. He was the guy's name I was going to try and see on I had Daniel Jeremiah's list right here. Stupid. Let's see. Where was he mocked?
Stupid.
No, he's not even mocked that high. Oh, he was mocked to the Saints. They had him mocked to the Saints. Daniel Jeremiah, so he was 2 picks off.
How is Jeremiah's? He's usually got the most accurate mock draft. How's it going so far?
Well, Travis Hunter, wrong. Jeanty, he had going to the Jags, so that was wrong.
Yeah.
He had Kelvin Banks going to the Raiders.
Wrong.
Membou going to the Jets. Mason Graham to the Panthers. His mock is not good, is what I'm saying. Ty Warren to the Bears. So the Bears.
Daniel Jeremiah.
Yeah. So I guess the Bears were in on a tight end. Living in 12 personnel. Okay, so that makes sense. All right. Mykel Williams.
Yep.
Pass rushing help for the 90s.
The Niners.
All right, so Matthew Golden has been mocked to the Cowboys quite a bit. See if that happens.
Schultz has fallen behind.
Good. Maybe he should shut the fuck up for a second. Understand what people want, Jordan. Just because you're first doesn't mean you're doing your job correctly. In sports media,
it's got to square up with him.
High ethics in this business.
Yes. And ethics means doing what your boss tells you to do. Doing what the corporation tells you to do is good journalism.
All right, let's see. Let's see how right I was. Let me hear Goodell say how right I was. Yep, Mykel Williams to the San Francisco 49ers. So he is the second edge player drafted here. I'll be honest. I thought he was defensive line. I thought he was like a defensive end or tackle.
Doesn't put his. I don't know if he puts his hand in the dirt.
So even though I got the pick right, I wasn't 100% on what position he actually plays.
Well, he's kind of a bigger edge.
Big dude on the edge.
6'5",
260. He's yeah. Yeah, I mean the San Francisco needed this opposite Bosa, right?
Couldn't hurt.
Can't hurt. All right.
Well,
do you know the Cowboys pick already?
I do not.
Cool.
I still hope it's not Tyler Warren. It could be Matthew Golden.
Yeah. Ooh, I mean that's a fun thing to consider if you're the Cowboys, right? Like maybe you didn't think Ty Warren would be there at 12.
Yeah.
You want a tight end or a receiver? You need somebody catching passes besides CeeDee Lamb. That's for sure. Who would you pick? I can't ask. You'd pick Ty Warren.
Yeah. Well, no, Golden's pretty damn good.
Who would be better? Who would be more productive in Dallas? Golden as your receiver 2 or Ty Warren? I feel like if Dak's healthy, Ty Warren's a really smart pick for Dallas. But
I don't know if Schottenheimer's like creative enough to get the most out of Tyler Warren.
I don't know if
Tyler Warren's got to be taking snaps out of the shotgun.
I don't know if Schottenheimer should be a head coach right now. Don't make me fun. Don't make fun of the way I spelled Derek. That was hard to even get through. Ozark. Punter. Cowboys go punter. Their pick is officially in, Will.
Yep, just saw it.
All right. Think the Broncos are fielding calls about moving back right now?
I hope it's up.
That'd be nice.
Got my guy, damn it, and I want him. Gotta have it.
The Cowboys pick is in. It is a tie. It is a Tyler Booker, though. I thought they were going to take Ty because it's Tyler Warren, right? It's not.
Yeah,
he just goes by Ty.
I think you're the only one that calls him that.
Am I the only one that calls him Ty Warren?
I haven't heard Ty Warren, but you should keep up with it.
Where did I hear it?
I don't know. Maybe you're thinking about Taiwan, the disputed territory. I was going to call it a country, but I don't know who's listening.
Tyler Booker, guard from Alabama. So the first guard is drafted. Dallas does need offensive line help. That's probably a good pick for Dallas. You still need those weapons, but obviously they had didn't like two of their linemen retire?
Yeah, Zach Martin and Tyron Smith, but he wasn't on the team last year.
Right. Yeah, so okay. It's always hard to complain about drafting offensive linemen. It's like it's boring, but yeah, we probably need it. I think that's just
I mean they usually do pretty well with those.
Yeah. So I think so far one thing that is happening that a few people said would happen is that a lot of offensive linemen would go early in this draft. And we was that the fourth offensive lineman taken? And we're at pick 12?
Yeah, you got Campbell, Membou, Banks, Booker. First true guard. I think the Colts are going to take Tyler Warren.
Yeah, it feels like it'd be a no-brainer for them.
Another 44 tight end in Indy.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to go pee and grab Coors Light. I'll be back.
Okay. Can you grab me one?
Yep.
Okay. Thanks.
Run the show, Will.
I'm not going to say a damn word. Okay, guys? All right. Time to tip picks 13 through 32 via Jordan Schultz. No, I'm just kidding, guys. I would never tip anything. I think Scooter Magruder is going to be very emotional about this draft pick. Let's see what he has to say on X.com, the everything app. 14 minutes ago from Scooter Magruder. Who do you want? All are available. Tyler Warren, Matthew Golden, Jalen Walker. Spoiler alert, they didn't take any of them. 8 minutes ago, Magruder. Watch us trade back. 4 minutes ago. No one talked to me for 24 hours. That's funny. That's funny. So the Cowboys still don't get wide receiver help. But they get another first-round guard. And usually that works out for them pretty well. Jerry always does. Jerry's gotten a little conservative in his old age. I feel like the old Jerry would have traded up for Ashton Jeanty. And now I just don't think he has the energy to even pick up the phone anymore. All right, so the next pick is Miami. I think Miami needs a sturdy interior presence. They're looking to get tougher. They're soft. We all know they're soft. They've got enough fast guys. I've heard Walter Nolan, the interior defensive lineman to the Dolphins. And then, I hate to say it, I think everybody's favorite tight end, Tyler Warren, is going to go to the Colts, in my opinion. Just feels too right. And I mentioned how all these iffy young quarterbacks are getting receiver help in this draft. So we had Trevor Lawrence got Travis Hunter, Bryce Young got the Ted Offensive, and then Caleb Williams got Colston Loeveland. Seems like they're going to try to salvage Anthony Richardson with the quarterback's best friend, Tyler Warren, because literally he can play quarterback too. Although it would be funny if Tyler Warren fell to Atlanta and they took another first-round tight end, not named Kyle Pitts. All right, so the Dolphins pick is in. We are on commercial on the NFL Network. Yeah, I guess the Tyler Booker thing makes sense. They just gave, from Football Analysis on Twitter, they gave Dak $200 million and had Zach Martin retire.
Okay. The real host is back. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah. We just dropped to single digits.
There are now 8 people watching.
Yeah.
Ooh, we're at 2,000 likes. Can we get to 3,000 likes? We'll pocket this. Love your segment on this channel. Don't tell Perna. Sorry, Google. You fucked up. F.U. Ryan Poles, a tight end. I want to die. You won't when that tight end's catching touchdowns. I like the pick for the Bears. But it might be one of those picks where it looks like the Bears tried to be too smart, you know?
Yeah. I mean, Colston Loveland was definitely picking up steam in the last few weeks.
Yeah. It'll just be like, who's the better tight end, him or Tyler Warren? We don't know. We know Brock Bowers had success last year. Laporta, Kincaid the year before. Tight ends are hot right now, is what I'm saying. Well,
they sure are. Feels like you got to get like the top guy, the top 1 or 2 tight ends, or it doesn't matter. It's a very top heavy position.
Yeah. Well, the third guy probably going is Mason Taylor, LSU tight end.
Yeah, Mason Taylor probably, and then you got Elijah Arroyo from Miami.
Yeah, but he's never been thought of like as a day 1 guy, right?
No.
He's got a little more athletic upside, I think, than the other dudes, but all right, so the Dolphins pick is in. Okay? We're not going to get any trades here, are we? We're just going to sit and wait. I was really hoping the Broncos would move up right here, Will.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
I did get a Coors Light. Carmi was taking a shit when I went upstairs. And I heard Jess telling her to squeeze it out, and then she was going, "Ah!" And then when I came to run back down the stairs, I said, "Good luck with your poo." And then she just started laughing really hard. The Miami Dolphins, with the 13th pick, select defensive tackle Kenneth Grant.
Yeah, I said that. I said when you're gone, I said defensive tackle or interior.
All right. We thought he could fall to 20. They do need to get better on their defensive line. This is probably a good pick. Love it for you, Miami. Solid pick, Miami. Yeah, he's a guy that did. If he did make it to 20, I would have been cool with the Broncos drafting. Where did Daniel Jeremiah have him mocked? Let's take a look. Oh, wait, that's his big board. Golden. Yeah, he doesn't have Grant going until... Oh, Derek Harmon's a guy who the Broncos could be interested. He had him going to the Ravens at pick 27. This is his most recent mock draft. Yeah, final mocks.
Quite the discrepancy.
Yeah.
It's a big boy.
Huge, dude. It makes sense for Miami, though. You were spot on if you said that while I was gone and you weren't just lying to me.
Nope, I said it.
Jaxson Dart to the Falcons. I'm calling it. It would be very funny.
Walter Nolan, but I said Walter Nolan or a big interior guy. So
yeah,
1 out of 2.
Big interior dude. Makes sense. Colts pick is in. Got to be Tyler Warren.
Has to be.
I fear the Raiders might be competitive next year. I think they'll be better just by Geno Smith coming in, but I'm still hopeful the Raiders will suck, Will.
After all, they are the Raiders.
Well, James, you guys added some key pieces to your offensive line in free agency. How many guards did the Bears add? 2? And a center? Did you guys add a center and 2 guards? Or was it just a center and a guard? Free agency was a month and a half ago, and I can't remember anything about it.
I don't remember a damn thing.
I
I remember hearing that Najee Harris was on the Chargers yesterday, and I was like, well, when did that happen?
Oh, yeah. Drew Dahlman, you added Chicago. That's your center. Joe Tooney and Jonah Jackson. You'll be fine. You didn't need to go O-line.
Here comes the Colts pick.
Tight end, Penn State, Tyler Warren. Will is in shambles. He's going to the Colts. Will hates the pick. It was his man all along. Still plays in the same boring-ass blue and white uniform that has no character or style, but people love it because it's a classic.
Fuck you, Indianapolis. God damn it.
Indianapolis got the best draft pick ever. They're just showing highlights of Tyler Warren.
He's a better quarterback than Anthony Richardson.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't even have a quarterback who can throw to you, Tyler.
I hope you like passes that are 7 yards overthrown.
That's right. You better be 7 yards overthrown or 70-yard dimes and nothing in between. Enjoy. You guys can still grab O-line. Don't forget that, James. Will blink twice if Perna is Will blink twice if Perna is holding you hostage. I'm watching you, Will. Good dude. Gonna moon. Gone. What?
Moon Goon.
Gonna moon goon so the Broncos get Warren. Okay, what's moon goon?
I have no idea.
Gonna moon goon so the Broncos get Warren.
The moon gooning didn't work, okay? He's a Colt.
Whatever the fuck that is, you didn't do it hard enough, Adam.
Should have gooned harder. You're not gooning hard enough.
Be a better goon. Multiple misspellings behind. Why do you think Tyler Warren's a better pick than Omarion Hampton, especially since we just got a tight end?
I don't know. I mean, Evan Ingram's barely a tight end. He's a joker, baby.
I don't think it's necessarily it's not about it being a better pick.
Damn,
it's just there's more options at running back, I think.
They just showed him hitting a home run in the Little League World Series. He can really
Tyler Warren?
Yeah.
Oh, he can do it all.
He can do it all. He could have played for the Rockies. Damn.
Thank you, you boy, Jim Bob.
All right, I'm going to go to the bathroom.
All right, Will. Will is going to the bathroom. You're stuck with me. My wife says you're my bro Nick's man crush enabler. Oh, I do enable Bo Nick's crushes, so that is accurate. You're welcome, Mrs. Kyle Beard. Perna, love your work, and does Will like the yard? Oh, he's gone. I don't know. I don't know if he does. We'll find out when he comes back. Ooh, 2,400 likes. Can we get up to 3,000 likes? All right, so nothing too crazy outside of that first trade with the Browns. I like this pick, obviously, for Indy. Indy, you finally got a tight end. You have not had an elite tight end for, what, fucking decade? Let's see here. Great pick for the Colts. There we go. Yes. I'm glad Colts fans like it. I'm glad you like it. Tight end who can hit Little League home runs. That's what everybody wants, right? Two things can be true. Anthony Richardson can make throws no other quarterback can make. Richardson can't make throws other QBs can make. Yes. Yes. We saw it, too much of it. And that's probably the biggest question mark with Richardson, outside of him not being able to stay on the field. It's like when he is on the field, there's so much good and bad. The good is really good and the bad is really bad. Shedeur? Should the Colts have taken Sanders? No. No. Figure out what you got with Richardson and then make that decision next year, I think. Indy. I moon-gooned as hard as I could. That's what's unfortunate, Adam. Now you know that even when you moon-goon as hard as you can, it's still not enough. We all have to come to terms with a realization similar in our lives. And you just had that moment in front of all of us. I liked it. I liked Rory winning the Masters. Was he in the first or second episode of Full Swing? I can't remember. But I like Rory. You know he worked for it. And with the 20th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos have eliminated from the... Yo, Jonathan. We made it to the playoffs, bruh. We were just there. Did the Bills kick our ass? A little bit, but not for that first quarter. And nobody thought we'd get there. We're getting an impact player. We're getting, right now, Omarion Hampton. Nobody's taking Omarion Hampton, and I can't see any of these next 5 teams in front of the Broncos taking him. Now they need a QB. Who? Steven? I'm a little late on this, so I don't know who you're talking about. Hey, Perna, thanks for getting me into football. You're welcome. I used to never watch, but would tune in into your vids when doing homework. Now I'm graduating. Hell yeah. And now you love football. That makes me very happy. I hope I helped you get good grades. I hope the sound of my voice helped you study harder and made you smarter. Do you think Shedeur's overconfidence will make him worse in the NFL once he gets a taste of reality when he finds out he's no longer in college? Same thing happened to Manziel. I don't think you can compare him and Manziel. No, I think his confidence will help him. I think it's just about him going to the right situation. And I think some of the concerns about him are overblown and some of his strengths are underplayed. It's just about situation for Shedeur, I think. He's not a guy you can plug into any team and expect him to be the dude. But I think you'd be all right with the Steelers. Buy the beans. This is our year. You're correct. Thanks for reminding me. We got a sale going on at benchwarmershop.com. That's my coffee company. We got the Fuck the Refs coffee as well. Can't really fuck a ref during the draft, but this is our year. 15% off with Draft 15. That sale is just through the draft. Link in the description. Thank you for enjoying a cup to keep you up for the draft, TT. In Jacksonville, treat Travis Hunter. Oh, you're a Broncos fan. Okay. Okay, TT. I was going to say, I hope you treat Travis Hunter well, but since you're a Broncos fan. Hey, Brandon, as a Raiders fan, I got to ask, can all the AFC West teams make the playoffs asking for a friend? Yes, that is a possibility. 4 teams from one division can make it. They just all have to have really good records. Perna is a boomer goomer. Shouldn't it be boomer gooner? Am I a boomer gooner? Maybe we can draft Warren for the Rockies. Will would like it.
I think he would probably be the best player on the Rockies right now.
It would be nice if the Ravens didn't trade back this year. Love your vids, brother. Thanks, Dave the Dude.
We ride and we die together.
All right, the Atlanta Falcons with pick 15 have drafted linebacker Jalen Walker. Great pick, Atlanta. Right, Will?
Be done. They said it couldn't be done. The Falcons would never take a defensive player in the first round.
They just did it.
And they did it. By God, they did it.
So Jalen Walker and Campbell are kind of been considered the 2 best linebackers, right? But do a lot of people have Jalen Walker ahead? Is he the consensus number 1?
I don't think there's a consensus now.
No. Either way, oh yeah, they show he can edge. He can edge rush. There you go. You need pass rush help, Atlanta. I know it got better towards the end of the season. Great player. Helps a need as well.
I heard they haven't had like a 7-sack player since 2020.
Yeah, they've I saw that same list of guys. And Calais Campbell, did he leave too? Where's Calais Campbell now? He went back to, did he go back to Arizona? Oh yeah, he left 2 years. He was with the Dolphins last. I can't even keep track of where he's been. He's back at the Cardinals.
He's anywhere.
Good God. He's anywhere, everywhere, all at once. All right, we're only 4 picks away from, 1, 2, 3. We're 5 picks. 4 picks. The Broncos are up in 5. We're almost there, Will.
We're getting there.
Watching Home Improvement. One of my favorite shows when I was a kid. I'm not saying it's great, but I loved it. Your content helped me through an incredibly hard time last year. You made me laugh when I felt like I wouldn't laugh again. Thank you. # mental health. Hell yeah, Ellie. Saska? Saska? Are you laughing at how I'm saying your name right now? That makes me very happy. I appreciate you sharing that. And I will say some of those laughs were probably the words of Will Keys. So we appreciate it.
We sure do.
All right. So who would you rather have right now? Hampton or Golden, Will? That's a good question.
Great question. I feel like Golden's got a little more upside. I think Hampton – I like Hampton. I think he's a guy you can plug in and contribute right away. I think he's a guy that could get 1,000 yards in year 1.
Does Hampton feel like a little too close to Audric Estime in terms of what his strengths are?
No, I feel like he's he's a little more dynamic. He kind of reminds me, I was watching him yesterday. He reminds me a lot of Willis McGahee. I think I had told you that.
Yes. When we did our show on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Which was yesterday. Fuck.
That was yesterday.
All right. I like your McGahee comp.
Thank you.
I'll say Golden at this point, too. If they thought he was going to go, a lot higher, he's got a lot of speed for the same reason.
I know the Packers want Matthew Golden.
Do they?
Packers fans, yeah.
Ooh, Packers fans. Jeanty to the Raiders sucks, but I don't see them leaping Denver, LA, and KC in the division or being a fringe wildcard team, so we're all good. Yeah, maybe Jeanty will have like 1,500 yards and the Raiders still have like 6 wins. Broncos should trade down. This draft is running back and wide receiver deep. Yeah, unless they have a defensive lineman too that they want there. It depends on how many draft picks they get in a trade down as well. If they can fleece somebody, I'm all about it. Bush Ice. Hell yeah. Like California Raisin? I haven't seen one of those guys for a while. Wake me up on Sunday when we draft Cam Yabba Dabba Doo. Cam Scattabadadoo. Scabadoo.
I think California Raisins paid for my college.
Did they?
Yeah, my dad had an ad campaign with them for a while.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Will is here today because of the California Raisins. Let's all thank them. California Raisins. Rest in peace.
I'm here today. I would be dead if not for them. The Yard? What is the Yard?
The Yard. Do you like the Yard? Somebody asked that earlier. I said I didn't know what it was. All right, Cardinals pick is in. Pick 16. Oh, the Cardinals come in and draft Walter Nolan. He was kind of all over the place in terms of projections. They definitely needed defensive line help. Because we got the guy they should have kept in Zach Allen. So thank you, Arizona, for Zach Allen. I'm going to use this time to talk about Zach Allen, Arizona, because he has been fucking great here in Denver. Maybe one of the dumbest things you ever did was letting Zach Allen go, and I hope Walter Nolan is your next Zach Allen. And by that, I mean you give us Walter Nolan in 2 or 3 years, and then he's even better when he comes to Denver. I've said my piece. What do you got, Will?
Yeah, they just needed any defensive player, I think. So, Good
job. Big Death. I've spent a ton of time in Gunnison. That said, I don't know if I've been to Black Canyon.
Why does Steve Palazzolo have the Broncos taking Cam Scattaboo at 20?
I don't know. Maybe he's drunk. I don't know, Carl. Maybe I'll do something with Wolf again. I'm scared he's going to shoot me with his bow and arrow or make me talk politics. I think I'd rather be shot by his bow and arrow than have to talk politics.
It's crazy that we had we have a mutual guest with Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
We're one guest away from Rogan, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you for your amazing content on and off football. But yeah, I'd love to do another video with Wolfie. You're welcome, Bear. How tall do you need to be for a mustache ride? You just need to be married to me. That's how tall. You're like the only one to say my last name right. Ah, yes! I rarely say names right, so we found a moment together. The way Hampton runs upright, he reminds me of Deuce McAllister in New Orleans. Interesting. I forgot about Deuce. He was good. Hey, Mina Kimes responded to your tweet. You and her are my two favorite sports persons. She's a journalist. You're I don't know. I'd love a collab. Yes, Mina's cool. We almost collabed this season, but then the Broncos lost and it fucked up the video idea. But maybe we'll be able to make that happen. Mina's great. I think she's one of the best. Okay, Brandon, do we invade Brazil to get the Devil's Magic blend back in stock? Enjoy the rest of the draft, and hello, Will.
Hello, Robert.
Hello, Robert. Wait, are we out of Devil's Magic? Are you breaking this news to me? Did I sell out Devil? Oh, fuck. Yeah, we got to order some more. We got to order more Devil's Magic. Holy shit. That'll probably be in our next meeting. Super sticker. Thank you, Isaiah. Please hide these two poop dollars for a rainy day. I will. Color Smeller. Hoping for a Bronco trade down in a haul. That would be nice. We'd like that, Panda. And I hope the Seahawks draft a big man. Ooh, double big. You know, I'm sick of the big men. I want big man. Big. All right. We're three picks away, and then we're on the clock, hopefully. Yeah, I don't think the Seahawks could draft a receiver, right? Seattle?
They could take a receiver. I've heard Gray Zabel, the guard from
offensive line makes sense for Seattle.
South Dakota, I think.
I feel pretty confident the Bengals are not drafting a receiver.
I think that's safe to say, yeah. Although I don't know, you add strength to a strength.
Maybe. I mean, T. Higgins' deal is really a 1-year thing, apparently.
That would be quite the curveball.
Now, the Bengals may have, maybe they wanted Walter Nolan. They need some defensive line help. They got the situation with Trey Hendrickson.
Mm-hmm.
Edge. They need defensive end or edge.
They lost Sheldon Rankins at defensive tackle.
Yeah. And Sam Hubbard retired, right?
Yeah.
Old Mother Hubbard got old. I want the Bengals to take Mike Green so bad. Mike Green, that would probably be a good pick for the Bengals there. Really good edge rusher. They're showing Shedeur Sanders. I want the Bengals to take Shedeur. It's time to put a little pressure on Joe Burrow. Can the curse wheel use its devil magic to give the Lions the best player in the draft? I hope so. I would try. It's too big to move. I'd move it over here, but it's literally too big. Oh, Bengals pick is in. And then we're almost there, guys. And the pick right after the Broncos is fascinating with the Steelers, too. So buckle up.
Buckle up, Buckaroo.
Buckle up, Buckaroo. 5,700, 5,800 of you in here on YouTube. Thank you, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Every video you see is a tag team effort between Will and I writing it. Johnny Barks, who betrayed us to be in Green Bay this week, helps edit a lot of them. All right, here we go. Bengals pick is in. So we appreciate the support. That's what I was saying. Subscribe. Like the video. Let's go, Bengals. Should I act disappointed, surprised, or elated by this pick, Will?
Confused.
Okay. With the 17th pick, the Cincinnati Bengals have drafted Shamar Stewart?
What?
Huh?
Whoa. Curveball.
He's wearing green. He clearly wanted to be a Packer, first of all.
That's
edge
a
rusher?
huge gain. They do not need an edge rusher.
We just said they needed an edge rusher, but they shouldn't do what we say, Will. If we say go edge, you don't do that in the draft, Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Fucking dumb.
They're listening to the wrong people.
Trade Trey Hendrickson to the Broncos.
Make it happen.
I mean, Sean Payton drafted Trey Hendrickson, so
it's true.
All right. We'll do that every time. But yeah, this makes sense. It might be a huge need if they can't get a deal done with Trey Hendrickson. Their defense overall, I think their defense, whatever they picked on defense, I'd have been like, yeah, Bengals needed that. Bengals needed help there on defense. 6'5", 267. You get Shamar Stewart. Now, watching him and what Mike Green do in the NFL, that's how he's going to be comped. I think Grossi actually wanted Shamar Stewart. I think the Packers were looking at him.
Well, there you go.
That's why he did wear green. Okay. Seahawks up. It kind of seems like the Steelers will pick Shedeur, but I still think they'll go defensive tackle. Steelers are a wild card. This is a good sports show. Do you think Loveland going over Warren affects fantasy value at all? Ooh. I mean, I think it.
Who?
If I'm going to say, I think Loveland will produce more fantasy points than Ty Warren.
Got a better quarterback.
Got a better quarterback, and I think we trust Ben Johnson to make that offense really good. Not to say Shane Steichen's bad, but he seems kind of handcuffed.
Kind of hamstrung.
Yeah. Hope the Bengals absolutely bust hard on this one.
What's with all the gooning and the bust hard talk? Come on, guys.
Too much busting and gooning. Yeah. Whatever the Chiefs do at 31, it will be the work of the devil. I think the Chiefs should be given the 66th pick in every single draft, too. That's 66. There's not 666 picks.
So Diana Rossini is a liar.
Rossini lied to us.
She lied. Never take.
You're saying the Broncos were going to trade up, right?
Yeah, making an aggressive push to get into the top 10. What happened to that? Huh?
I didn't see an aggressive push.
No, it seemed like they're pretty lackadaisical about it.
Seemed like they're like, we don't really need that, huh?
Yeah.
We don't need that. We don't need to go all the way up to 8 or 9. Do you think the Saints would trade with Sean Payton?
Yeah, probably.
In the first round? Or do you think they'd be like, we're not giving him?
If it was the best deal, yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Wishing the Browns trade both of their second-round picks to the Broncos to get ahead of Pittsburgh to take Sanders. We would still get a really good running back and another good player. Yeah. On paper, it looks really nice. But I want to pick at 20 right now, or else I'm going to be annoyed. Broncos right now, Matthew Golden or Omarion Hampton, I think are the two most likely. Or, I mean, Igbuka's still there as well.
The Book is there.
Oh, yeah, alive again. Don't forget to go over to Tree Stream so you can watch the Steelers draft pick. You've been reminded. Seahawks pick is in. Ooh, the Lions trade up with the Broncos to get ahead of the Packers. Okay, at least we'd still be in the first round.
Oh, Jordan Schultz tweeted, the Seahawks are talking trading down. And then he quote tweeted himself and said, no trade, Seahawks picking. If there's anybody that should know what's going on in Seattle, it's Jordan Schultz.
Your dad built the city, Jordan.
Your dad literally built the city by hand.
And you didn't even know they were taking Gray Zabel Anna Green Gables, Gray Zables going to Seattle Seahawks. Offensive line help. Love it. Great pick, Seattle.
Bang. North Dakota State. I think I said South Dakota earlier. North Dakota.
North Dakota. So he's already used to playing in disgustingly ugly colored uniforms, green and yellow. Just throw in your stupid Seattle highlight colors. He's going to be great. That makes sense.
Gray. Seattle's a very gray city.
Gray, gloomy. The draft is getting weird as F. Star. What does that mean?
Weird as funk.
Funk. Fudge. Fart.
Fart.
Flip.
Fall.
I have some deep lore. One of you went on a date with my sister recently. Small world, go Broncos. Well, it wasn't me, Eric.
Brandon, did you go on a date recently?
No. I swear to God. Oh, Will went on a date with Eric Ramey's sister, maybe?
Incredible.
Will there be a second date?
Let's get back to the draft, buddy.
Paul, what's up, Paul? Obligatory, man. It's hard as an Eagles fan waiting until pick 32. Fair enough, Paul. That is a very, very unhumble brag. I hate waiting until pick 32 every year. I wish I could do that again. I really do. Any thoughts about the Bears pick? We like it, Terrence. We like Colston Loveland going to Chicago. Don't know what the Broncos. I think the Broncos are just going to pick at 20 right now. I think nobody really cares whether or not they get Jaxson Dart or Shedeur Sanders or Jalen Milroe. And maybe the Steelers draft Jalen Milroe too and really surprise everybody because Jalen's at the draft. So I feel like Shedeur's not there. Jalen's there. Maybe the NFL knows something. I don't know. But if the Browns or Giants really want Shedeur, they want to get... Maybe they go to 19 with Tampa if Tampa's willing to deal. One of these two, but like... I don't know if any of them feel the need to do that.
Jackson.
Never. Giants are going to win the Super Bowl. They might one day. They might. You'll be old, right, by the time that happens, though.
Well done, sir. Well done.
This is why
You've done it again.
I get paid. Speaking of getting paid, don't forget to sign up with my sponsor, Underdog. A few of you signed up during this stream already. Appreciate it. If you like playing in daily fantasy or in pick'em games where you guess player stat totals to try to 1x, 2x, 3x your money, do it at Underdog. Code TGS or That's Good. There's a link in the description. We're like 200 signups away from 6,000. If we get 6,000 signups, I get an insane bonus here at That's Good Sports. So appreciate the support. It goes a long way there. Underdog's been super cool working with us for a long time. All right, Buccaneers picks in. It's in, Will. Jihaad Campbell.
Just signed
middle
Drager.
linebacker. I mean, yeah, he's going to be there. Linebacker's one of those you were talking about, you know, the Falcons shockingly going defense in the first round. I feel like we had like 4 years in a row we thought the Broncos were going to draft a linebacker and they never did. So maybe they do.
It's just not a position of great value.
It's not like once they signed Dre Greenlaw, them really needing a linebacker kind of disappeared.
Yeah, Singleton's still on the roster.
He should be back and healthy.
I don't know. It's just not a premium position.
Yeah. Taking a drink every time Perna says that makes sense. I'm saying it after every pick so that you, if you're a fan of that team, go, all right, cool. Now I'm going to be in my head about saying that makes sense. Fuck.
That doesn't make sense.
They're not going to take him here. But I would love Scataboo. I will get mileage out of that Scatman clip. Go Hawks. Big meaty men slapping meat. You're in the right place for it. Is it wrong I'm watching you and Benchwarmer brand and not the actual draft? Go Broncos. No, respect, Terrence. Love Benchwarmer brand. Make sure you guys show him some love. I've had lunch with him before. He lives in Denver. You got to hang out with him more. Broncos going to do something silly. I hope so. All right.
Did they pick that safety, Nick Emenwari, maybe?
The Broncos?
Yeah. I know they got Hufanga.
Maybe. I think the other safety from Georgia too.
Malachi Starks.
Yeah.
We will see.
Oh, fuck. Tampa Bay with pick 19. Select wide receiver Emeka Egbuka. So whoever, the Bucks fan who wanted them to take a receiver earlier, you got your wish. And guess what? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, Christopher. You got, I know Mike Evans is old. Chris Godwin was hurt. But they had McMillan was nice, right?
Yeah, he was pretty good.
Now you got Igbuka. You got wide receivers out the ass. And Baker, he's going to get him the ball.
I like the pick.
Yeah, I do too.
I like Igbuka wherever he's going to go.
It makes sense. It's a very solid pick.
Yeah, just a reliable dude.
They've got that's a good offense. Their offensive line's always pretty good. And Bucky Irving last year was very good for Tampa. He really emerged as a nice running back.
The best rookie running back.
So you got weapons, Tampa. You got a lot of weapons. Congratulations. That's a guy I would have been happy with at 20. So now the Broncos on the clock. Is it Matthew Golden? Is it Omarion Hampton? Is it a trade back? We don't freaking know. Oh, God. Now I'm getting nervous. Yeah, I think the Raiders got a very good running back, Jambeard. I think you're going to like Jeanty. I think maybe we'll see the second running back go right now.
Interesting.
I can't recall so many picks in so fast. Must be Green Bay.
Must be that Green Bay air.
Yes, we will definitely be doing winners and losers for this. Thank you for asking. Oh, we have got almost 7,000 people in here right now. Appreciate you guys watching as the Broncos are about to pick. Please get Hampton. Altitude games. All right, Will. Did you spoil it for yourself?
I did not.
Sick. We're going to watch it together live. It's going to be very special.
You're going to be about 4 seconds ahead.
Do we gotta go to commercial first? 3:21 left on the clock for the Broncos. Oh boy.
No, I'm still on Tampa Bay.
Am I ahead of you?
Are you watching on ESPN? You're on NFL Network too.
I'm on the network.
They just showed
I'm on the works. I'm on the works, Will. Got the power of the Blue Mountains running through me. I'm ready for this Denver Broncos pick. That's not a sponsor, but I would love for Coors Light to think about it.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Don't forget, we are doing a sale over at benchwarmershop.com. 15% off during the draft and the draft only. Draft 15. You got to use the promo code draft 15. Our dark roast, our this is our year blend. There's always next season. All right, Will. This is going to be the most important draft pick in Denver Broncos history.
Yeah.
Do they nail it or do they get nailed themselves?
Sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail.
I like to be both. I like to know the only guy nailing me is me.
But I need to get hammered before I get nailed.
It helps.
Yeah.
It helps. It helps the crippling anxiety you have
Peyton
being
Manning
naked in front of another person. What?
Peyton Manning commercial before the Broncos pick. That feels like a good omen.
That's good luck. We got a progressive commercial as well. On my end, that means nothing. I'm just saying what's happening on the TV. There's a lawnmower on my TV now. Fuck. Okay. Broncos draft Shedeur Sanders. And it's Sanders to the Broncos.
Not funny, guys.
Funny.
Knock it off.
Yeah, not funny.
Knock it off. That's
Cut
not funny.
it out. Full house, anybody?
Cut it out.
Hey, Joey, cut it out.
They all had their little catchphrases on that show.
I used to love that show.
Very catchphrase heavy.
When I was like 6, I was all about Full House.
There's no way he could afford that house in San Francisco, though.
No. I mean, he did have a TV job. He was on TV back when local TV paid out the butt. Was it just a local morning show, Danny
I
did?
think it was a local morning show, yeah.
No.
I don't know of any national morning shows based out of San Francisco.
No. Much love from Australia, man. Duh Bears. Thank you, Josh. Bud. I appreciate it.
The Aussie dollars.
Drew Lynch is down in Australia on his comedy tour right now, Josh. All right, here we go. The Broncos pick is in, Will.
Kidoki.
When they win the Super Bowl within the next 3 years, we'll be talking about how important this draft pick was. It'll be 4th and 3 at the goal line, and this player is going to be the guy who gets the touchdown, even if he is a defensive player.
Yeah.
He's going to be in a special package.
The other way, yeah.
All right, picks in. George Payton, Sean Payton. They look a little nervous. I don't like how nervous they look. I want to see some joy back there. I want to see them going like, yeah, we got our guy.
Well, traditionally, you don't. Yeah, they might not have. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about any of this. All right.
I think you got a good receiver, though. But it wasn't a need. Maybe that was their best player, though. Maybe that was their best player available. You guys drafted him. I get why you might want a different position there. Oh, God. All right, here we go. Come on, Denver. Broncos selection. Roger Goodell's coming out with somebody. Bring it home, buddy.
Let's get Tony Scheffler out there again.
God bless Bo Nix. Mike Shanahan should be in the Hall of Fame. God bless Walmart. If I were calling a draft pick, I would say God bless Walmart.
Yeah.
Then I would just be like, I fucking love Walmart, guys. Like, they have changed my team and my life.
Say it on TV, too. I fucking love Walmart.
Shop Walmart. All right, here we go. It's coming. Got Brad Williams out there representing Broncos country. Oh, yeah. Samuel, who fucking kicked Cancer's ass, is on there making the pick for us. Come on. Yeah, pump him up. Linebacker, that would have made sense for the Buccaneers. Oh, we took a corner, Will. We took Jahdae Barron. Oh, shit.
This Riley Moss just dropped in value.
Riley Moss, your jersey's not.
The hell?
Hey, I mean, Jahdae was, I think,
not
on
anybody's
go top
board.
10.
Not on anybody's board at all.
Nobody thought we'd be in the corner, Will.
The hell?
I hate it though. I'll take a corner every draft. Dude, our defense is gonna be really fucking good.
Curve ball,
baby, right in the brain.
The fuck? I mean, he's a good player.
Yeah, I think he's the second best corner in this class. Fast. I think he's fast.
He's the first corner taken, right?
Well, Travis Hunter.
Oh, Travis Hunter, yeah. First,
yeah, but he's the first non-Travis Hunter corner taken in this class. I like it. I want to score touchdowns, obviously, but if we're gonna get the best corner who only plays corner, and this is it, fucking love it. Super Bowl. He's gonna make.
This was not on my radar whatsoever.
No, I don't think a single person ever mocked Jahdae Barron to the Broncos. Not one. Not one fucking draft guru. Not a single one. But that's kind of why I like it. You put him next to Pat Surtain. You have Riley Moss in the mix. Because after Moss, you got Jaquan McMillan. But we had problems with other corners out there.
We had big problems. I mean, we had problems when Moss came back against the Bengals.
Yeah.
We had problems against the Ravens. We had problems against the Bills. They all cooked us.
Yeah. And Moss has had injuries 2 years in a row with the Broncos. So a surprise, but I like it. I don't mind it. I'm not going to make the same mistake. I wanted Justin Fields when we got Surtain. That would have been stupid. I wanted a receiver or a running back, and we got Jahdae Barron. Love it.
Wow.
All right, so now Steelers are on the clock, Will.
Yeah, go to the urinating tree stream.
Go check out Tree. I hope he acts rational.
They're showing Shedeur.
Yeah, if they don't pick him with all this camera time he's getting right now. You still digesting this pick? Or did you see the Steelers pick?
No, I'm still digesting.
I tried to spell Jahdae on my phone and it autocorrected to Jaguar. I think that's a good sign.
Jaguar Barron. I don't know if that's a good sign.
He steals Jaguars. Not the car either, the animal.
I like how they just skipped talking about Jahdae Barron and went straight to Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah, we are right now dealing with the ramifications of picking right in front of a team who needs a quarterback. They don't give a fuck what you just picked.
Chris Harris is a fan of Jahdae Barron.
Jahdae. We're going to learn a lot about Jahdae Barron in the next 48 hours, Will. And we're going to pretend like we knew it all along.
The new fly zone.
Whoever said the Steelers were going to take defensive tackle just a minute ago, congratulations. You were correct. Derek Harmon from Oregon to the Steelers at 21.
Feels like a Steeler. The Steeler name.
Wow. They did not go quarterback there. Cowards. You know what we say about the Steelers every year? They're one defensive tackle away from being a serious playoff team.
Yep.
BPA pick there. You won't be sad. We love it.
Okay.
Jahdae Barron. Fuck yeah. Thank you, Cornyn. Broncos took the best player available.
It's rarely a bad thing.
His comp is Cooper DeJean. They did Riley so wrong. That's hilarious. I hope so, because Cooper DeJean's pretty good. Hey, Perna Bears fan here. I like the pick, and trust me, I'm experiencing our fans hating our own pick as well, despite me liking it, so I wouldn't worry about it. Appreciate it. I'm all about it. I love Riley, but that doesn't mean he's out. There's nickel formations, matchups. I'm pro it. Yeah. No, I think there's a little bit you wonder with Riley as a starting corner, but I'll take a very good corner. Let's go Broncos. I think that's one of those things too. It benefits your pass rush. And the Broncos' ability to get to the quarterback last year was kind of insane, and I don't think it will be at the same level again this year. I think it'll still be good, but if you had a corner and your coverage is a little bit better, then that helps your front seven. So maybe they don't take a step back. I love the pick. Shit, he is the Joker on defense. We got the Joker, but just
Joker, baby.
You remembered. And look, Omarion Hampton still hasn't been drafted. None of the other running backs have gone yet. Matthew Golden feels like he's about to go to the Chargers. Your Bills prediction. What are the Bills going to do at 30? Well, I think they would have taken Derek Harmon if the Steelers didn't just do it. But now I don't know. I don't know what the Bills do. Maybe a corner? Trey Amos? That makes sense. Yes, it does. Bill, thank you for the $100 super chat. You know who likes this pick?
Johnny John John! Woo!
More details about the sister dance. Yes, more deets.
That's not going to happen.
Running back heavy draft. We will get one in the second or third round. I agree. Aaron? I think their play is going to be for Travion Henderson at this point. And I think we might see the Broncos move up in the second round to do that. After the Levi Wallace nightmare, I'm cool with it. Yeah.
Good point.
I don't ever want to have to be in that position again. Like, if your fourth guy is Jaquan McMillan, you're a lot better in the secondary. Or if your fourth guy is Riley.
Drain was good.
What's that?
Chris Abrams' drain was pretty good, too.
Yeah, he played more in the second half of last season, right?
Yeah. Had that.
Yeah, just give us a great secondary. I like it. I like it. It's like having a really good defense, so.
Yeah, that is pretty nice.
As a Lions fan, I've been spoiled with early draft picks and early bedtime draft night. Now I got to stay up till the near end of the draft on a work night. Not that my sleep schedule was healthy anyway. Embrace being tired. Pert, I've been following you for 3 years, and this offseason's videos were amazing and reminded me of old YouTube where everything isn't just AI slop. Well, that's very nice of you to say. A big reason those videos are good is because of Will, okay? Will spearheads all of those scripts, except for the salacious ones. And the reason we're able to get out so many good videos about the college prospects, all of that is because of Will. So thank you guys. And thank you, Will, to a lesser extent. I'm so confused. I think Dion is warding off teams so Miami can grab him if he doesn't get drafted at all. Same with Will Johnson. All right, so the Chargers here are on the clock. The Steelers kind of shock us. Don't go quarterback. What are your thoughts about the Steelers going defensive tackle there, Will?
I think it's the most Steelers thing they could have done.
Do you think it's stupid? Because I do.
No, not necessarily.
They
still definitely need a quarterback, but I don't think they clearly don't want Shedeur. I get it.
Where do they pick again? They pick at. Oh, they don't even have a second round pick. All right.
Get ready to learn Kyle McCord, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they know Aaron Rodgers is definitely going to be their quarterback this year. To me, that's the only way it makes sense. And I don't even like if Derek Harmon's a Hall of Fame defensive tackle, fine. But I would have taken it, even say, not even Shedeur. If you loved one of the other guys, take him at 21. That's a nice spot to take him. I don't know. I got a corner, so I'm good.
We're set.
Honestly, Sanders drops all the way to the Raiders in the second round after we got Jeanty. Dude, yeah, the Raiders taking Shedeur in the second, that would make the Raiders look super smart right now. And I said this in one of the videos. I thought Shedeur Sanders going to play behind Geno Smith would be the best situation for him.
Yeah, probably.
I'd rather go play with Geno than whatever the fuck the Steelers have going on. I would not want to play behind Jameis and Russell Wilson in New York. Like, if you're a rookie quarterback and your two mentors are Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston, you're fucked. You're going to learn how to throw interceptions and take sacks. I think Geno has been through so much through his NFL career. I think he would be an excellent quarterback to learn not just how to play quarterback, but to how to navigate the complexities of the NFL. Now, does Shedeur need that because his dad was there? I don't know. But Raiders, you might look really smart. I'll say it. Darren Williams 2.0. Is that what you're saying with Jahdae Barron? The way he plays? I'll take that comp. Darren Williams was really fun. Of course, that ended horribly and tragically on New Year's. I love that Sanders is dropping so far just because of how full of themselves Shedeur and Dion have been. Yeah, I think a lot of people feel that way, unfortunately. I think Shedeur Sanders, for being Deion Sanders' son, is way less cocky than he could have been as a person. Call me crazy.
Quarterback Jahdae Barron led the SEC in both interceptions and passes defensed in 2024. He has experience playing both outside and in the slot.
Hell yeah. You can move him
Joker.
around.
He's a joker.
Yeah. I mean, Jaquan McMillan was mostly in the slot for the Broncos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Scattaboo in the second.
Too
We're
early.
trending towards the Scattaboo pick.
Too early.
Not in the second, but if the Broncos don't get the running back they want in the second, maybe Scat's there. Broncos to trade back in the first for offensive player. Hashtag confused and excited. I mean, that would be amazing right now. That'd be sexy. All right, the Chargers pick is in. Don't know what it's going to be yet. We got exposed on defense against good teams last year. Trust in the scouts that brought us PS2 and Riley. Yeah, I think Will and I like the pick. We just didn't see it coming.
Yeah, it's hard to complain about it. It's just, it's no one had a mock there.
No, not a single person ever said corner to the Broncos at 20. Safety, yes. Defensive line, yes. Tight end, yes. Receiver, yes. Running back, yes. Even outside offensive line, not once corner. And that's because they have PS2. Even though we like some of those other guys, like we mentioned.
Ran a 4.39 at the combine.
Yeah, he's fast. He's quick.
Lance Zierlein from NFL.com had him mocked in the first round.
Okay.
Above average size and strength as a big nickel corner.
All right. This is interesting, Will. We've watched two enemies draft running backs before the Broncos. The Los Angeles Chargers take Omarion Hampton. going to go play for Jimmy Harbaugh in that beefy offensive line. Fuck. I kind of like that for the Chargers.
I would. Watching your enemies draft in the first round is just never fun.
No.
It's just like, well, that guy's going to be good.
Watching the consensus 1 and 2 backs go to 2 division rivals, that's like a punch in the gut.
Yeah, while our lead backs are Jaleel McLaughlin and Audric Estime.
Yeah.
They'll get one. Don't worry.
We'll get one. We better. Because if we don't, we're going to be signing J.K. Dobbins in 72 hours, which I wouldn't be mad about, but like.
We're going to bring back Marlon Mack for one more season. Get Justin Forsett out there.
Latavius Murray, come on back.
It's very.
Malachi Stark still on the board. I don't think a single safety is gone in this draft yet.
No, it'll be Starks or Emin Wari.
Raiders. Jeanty. Chargers.
It's kind of like how I felt when we took Bradley Roby.
Hampton. Who went around Roby?
Well, I mean, we took Roby when we had just signed Talib and we had Chris Harris.
Oh, right.
You know?
Yeah.
So he ended up being a good pick.
It was a good pick. Key pick, really, long term, but Broncos fans are crashing out on Insta right now. Interesting. Weak. That's because they're weak. I didn't like the Cardinals pick. I wanted a cornerback. I think you need a defensive line. We took your corner. Thank you, Arizona. Thank you for letting Jade Barron fall to us. Tree and 5 are putting plungers on their head. It's hilarious. Wouldn't Tree have been doing that if they took a quarterback, though, too? Wouldn't they have been doing that? Sanders to the Rams. Now, that would be funny. Will was talking about this Wednesday. He really thinks the Rams are a serious team to take a quarterback.
Yeah, I feel like they'd take Dart first, though.
Yeah, probably. How do you feel about the Cowboys going guard? Boring, but probably smart. Bolt family trust in Chef
Ortiz.
Thanks for the assist, Will. I was definitely struggling. Thank you, Jambeard, for gifting the memberships. The Packers are on the clock. Who is Grossi going to get?
Were you going to say Hortitz or something? Like
at first I was going to say Horowitz, but then I was like, I'm way off.
I thought you were going to do like a Sean Connery SNL Celebrity Jeopardy thing.
I'll take the rapists. That's therapists.
I'll take
Scat complete.
Ape tit.
Scat completely changed the direction of my alma mater's football program, put ASU on the map last year. He plays with so much heart and passion. I hope he's a Bronco. I wouldn't mind it. So does Denver take a running back in round 2? Depending on how the board falls, yes.
I'll say some point tomorrow.
I think they have to move up, though, to get their running back in round 2 if they're eyeing a guy. If they've got a handful of dudes they like.
Trevion Henderson still on the board.
Trevion Henderson. Who's the Iowa guy again that I like?
Caleb
Will, what's
Johnson.
the name of the guy I like, Will? Can you tell me the name of the guy I like?
Caleb Johnson. You also got the other Ohio State back, Quinshon Judkins.
Yeah.
Got a lot of guys. A lot of
Bashal
guys.
Tootin.
Panic.
Keep an eye on Bashal Tootin.
Rootin' tootin'.
As a lifelong Steelers fan, I am shocked. So shocked. Bears, they're a year away. They're a year away from being a Super Bowl contender. Book it, Chicago. Broncos signed Nick Chubb. Might as well. Might as well. Really hope the Vikings take Malachi Starks. That's a good spot for him, too. Minnesota. That's a good spot for a talented safety. Yeah. I feel like the Broncos they're definitely going to draft a running back, but I think there's also a possibility they sign one of the free agents after the draft too. Whether that's a Chubb or a J.K. Dobbins. Two players, you don't really know who they are. They've both had injury histories, but like if they're healthy, they could be a solid addition to your team, even if they're still a long shot to kind of make it. But oh, all right. I'm curious to see who the Packers take.
Yeah. Surely it'll be a football player.
God damn it. Offense or defense?
It'll be either one of those. It'll be one of those two. Golden's still on the board, yeah.
Yeah, Matthew Golden. That would make sense here for the Packers. They could go corner too if they do end up dealing Jair Alexander. If there's a corner they like.
Yeah, I could see them taking Maxwell Hairston. There's that guy out of East Carolina too. He's pretty good. I forget his name.
What position?
Corner.
They need edge too, but there's kind of been Shamar Stewart was the last edge taken.
Yeah, you could take Mike Green.
Mike Green, yeah, that would make sense here.
That makes sense.
Best running back in the draft, Jonathan Harvey, UCF.
RJ Harvey.
I like that name. I could say Jonathan Harvey all fucking day.
Ron Donald from Party Down. Did you ever watch that?
Yeah. All right, Packers. Who you taking? Oh, Mark Murphy's out there. His last run. He's retiring. Why? Just why? Spent the last 3 months glazing George and his talent, and this is what we get. Hate it. Don't hate a corner. Anytime you can add a good corner, I think it's a good thing.
Especially never have too many good corners.
Yeah. I think it's important. I think we'll like this pick. Oh, Mark, you're chatting us up. He's thanking Packers fans. He's appreciating hosting the event. I just want to know who you're taking, Mark. Lions trade up and select the RZA, the Jizza, Inspector Deck, Ghostface Killer, the entire Wu-Tang Clan. I worked with RZA one time. Dylan, I worked with RZA once.
Classic nod to the racial draft from the Chappelle Show.
Ah. All right, here we go. Oh, they're going receiver. Nice. Matthew Golden is a Green Bay Packer, and I got to respect Mark Murphy's setup to that one. He said, for the first time since 2002, and Packers fans immediately knew they were going receiver, they got their receiver. So he becomes technically the 19th receiver on the Green Bay Packers roster now.
Yeah. They have a 53-man roster of just receivers.
Yeah, they got Golden. They got
Dubs,
your dude
Watson,
Romeo. They got Christian Watson, Romeo Dubs,
Wicks,
Dontavian Wicks,
Jaden Reed. Samari Torre. I don't know.
Yeah, those five. Most teams don't. There's teams that will only have 5 total. They've got 5.
Yeah.
Pretty talented dudes. Their tight ends are good. You think they'll trade one of their receivers? You think they'll try and trade one of them? Like the story with the Packers last year is they had all these receivers, but nobody was the number one dude. Christian Watson won't play for most of this year, if at all, because he tore his ACL at the end of the season. So it makes sense. This dude's fast too, right? 4.29 40 is what it says on there.
Fastest
Yeah, that's fast.
guy, yeah.
That's fucking fast. That's why the Broncos would have been exciting for Matthew Golden. But yeah, good pick, Green Bay. You got a sexy pick finally. Put some pressure on Jordan Love, though. He does. If Jordan Love does it, if he takes a step back with all those receivers, I keep forgetting Watson's hurt. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, they're down to like no receivers somehow in that playoff game against Philly.
Yeah.
Pretty much everybody got hurt.
Yeah. Keep it up, fellas. Great stuff, except playing the Skateson song. My 3-year-old fights me for the phone to try and hear nowadays. The scat. You mean the Scatman song? Is it the Scatman song, Jared? I'm a scat man. Hampton was on the board, though, and then the GD Chargers get him. Congrats, Grassi. Yeah, I get it. We were talking about that. We don't like that the Chargers and the Raiders got the top 2 backs, allegedly, in this draft. But again, Broncos can still get a running back. And I don't know if there's much, like the difference between Hampton and the other backs we've talked about. Like, I don't think it's that big. And it probably depends more on the situation these guys go to, the offensive lines they play behind, the offensive scheme they're in. I love the pick. It's Golden. Go, Pack, go. Packers should have drafted special teams coach. Don't you still have Rich Bisaccia? Don't you have a Rich Bisaccia? You don't like a Rich Bisaccia? RZA, Believe remix, win. Dylan, that's outside of my pay grade. Yeah, I would assume Tom is very happy. He got a receiver. Jordan James from Oregon would be interesting. Be very interesting, Jeff, because I don't know who the fuck that is. Give me the scat back. All right, Scataboo eventually. Dude, people want scat. They want the scat man.
Yeah, I like him. I just don't want him too high.
No, I don't think we're considering that. I just like to see the love for him. Because when I mocked him in one of the Broncos drafts, everybody just shit on me. But I drafted like 4 running backs, I think, in that one. Oh, damn. Matthew Golden giving just a really nice answer on stage. His family lost their property, and he says he just wants to give back to them. So he's trying to help his family. Oh,
That's very nice.
Matthew Golden's got a heart of gold too, Will. Got a heart of gold. Like to see it. Okay, now, yeah. All right. This is our worst case scenario, Will. The Chiefs take Travion Henderson.
Oh, no. I would hate that.
Why would you even tease us with that, Caden?
Oh. That would suck.
That would not be fun, Caden.
Well, then I'd just call him Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah. Clyde Edwards-Helaire 2.0.
Yeah.
Yeah, why would you even speak that devil into existence? All right, Vikings are up. Come on. All right. Vikings go guard. Donovan Jaxson. Interesting. Definitely something we saw become an issue was pass protection. Those last couple games, specifically with Sam Darnold.
Yep.
Interior, go guard. Fair enough, Minnesota. Make your offensive line better for J.J. McCarthy. Probably a smart thing to do in this situation. And Donovan Jaxson, Ohio State. So he was making lanes for Judkins and Henderson.
That's right. He was blocking for Big Willie Howard.
Oh, Giants have traded back in, Willie.
Dart.
They going Dart.
Dart.
Shedeur. Everything I heard today was the Giants have no interest in Shedeur Sanders. Dable is a Dart man. We're about to find out. Starting to feel like Shedeur is going to get stuck with the Browns. Trade alert. Trade alert. All right. Breaking news. Let's see here. Let me confirm. Yep. We got the Devil Magic back up. We've got Devil Magic back up on benchwarmershop.com. It was sold out. We're switching it to pre-order so you can still order it. We can still get it to you quickly. And we are running a sale over at benchwarmershop.com. Code DRAFT15. Sales for the This Is Our Year Dark Roast. But the Devil Magic is back. Thank you for pointing that out earlier. We fixed it. Do you guys like the Cowboys pick? Yes. We don't know anything about the guards. You have to have a lot of time on your hands to start studying guards.
Yeah.
So forgive us for not knowing much about the guards, but we like it. And the Cowboys like drafting offensive lineman named Tyler, so can't go wrong with that. Add another Tyler to the mix. Jade Barron. He's going to be a baron of Patrick Mahomes passes.
Well done. Well done.
All right. We're at commercial. The Giants have traded into pick 25. We think they're going to go quarterback here.
I think it's going to be Dart.
Will thinks it's Jaxson Dart. So does everybody else on the internet.
So there's a lot of Ole Miss connections. I think it was Joe Shane's daughter goes to Ole Miss.
Yeah. And there was the Instagram post by Joe Shane's son, Jaxson Dart, that they made him take down.
Yeah, that kind of tells you everything right there.
Yeah. How old's this kid? Like 12 or something? It's like, fuck yeah. putting up these Jaxson Dart highlights.
Fuck my dad, my stupid dad.
Well, I don't think he would really I don't think he realizes the gravity of the situation.
Yeah.
I mean, kid was all over Jaden Daniels the year before. Okay, so the Texans get they get the Giants' second round pick. They get a third rounder, pick 99, and then a third rounder next year. So the Texans add 2 additional picks, and they go from 25 to 34. Shedeur Sanders is smiling. Rich Eisen with a great call. Says Shedeur Sanders smiling. Is he using that for his umbrella? To be his umbrella? All right, let's see what happens here. If they go Shedeur Sanders, Joe Shea's son gave us maybe one of the best smoke screens ever.
Yeah, you think maybe Joe Shane might have logged into his son's Instagram?
Maybe.
I still think it's Dart.
Yeah, I mean, based on everything like we've heard, they like Jaxson Dart more. We're going to find out if that is accurate. Okay. The Giants pick is in. Now we're just waiting. Now it feels like these picks are slowing down a little bit.
Yeah, what the hell? Well, it took about 20 minutes for Matthew Golden.
Yeah. I'm going to shout out to the Colts, to the Falcons, to the Cardinals, to the Bengals, Seahawks, Buccaneers, and Broncos, because it felt like those picks came in very fast. All of those guys had their guy, and they just said, get him. Packers, you really fucking slowed it down. Chargers slowed it down. Vikings were quick, but this Giants one, you're slowing it down. O-line from the Big Ten skull pick. Yeah, and it addresses an important need with the quarterback who's probably going to be, starting all year for you. Not his rookie season, but he's basically a rookie. I hate when it's a first-year quarterback, but he's not a rookie. And you want to say rookie, and you have to keep correcting yourself.
Well, in the NBA, he'd be eligible for Rookie of the Year.
Oh, would he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Blake Griffin won Rookie of the Year his second year. He was injured his first year.
Blake of the Year, baby.
Yeah.
It is quarterback Jaxson Dart for the New York Giants. Yep. Jaxson Dart is pumped. It should be a surprise, but it's not. It's a surprise compared to where we were 2 months ago in terms of what we thought about this quarterback class, but Jaxson Dart goes to New York, doesn't have to start right away. But like I said earlier, he's going to learn how to throw interceptions and take sacks. So his mentors are going to destroy him in New York. I apologize right now. Smart that Shedeur didn't go there, actually. Thank you, Will.
Sorry, I was locked in on Jaxson Dart. They're showing his glasses are just strange. I don't know.
They're hot. He looks cool. He looks hip.
Look, we've been doing this for 3 hours.
Can't go wrong. Oh, yeah, I already did that. What do you grade the Raiders pick?
F-.
F- for fuck off, you fucking fucks, taking our running back. It's a triple F. I like it. I mean, I think Ashton Jeanty, one of the most exciting players in this draft, but you definitely can piss off Raiders. We've had Amon Ra. Now I want to hear Ladma Conky. Whoa. Ladma Ladma Conky. No, you got to find a different song for that one, King.
Yeah.
Ladma Conky. Jaxson Dart, Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston, Tommy DeVito. What a quarterback room.
Electric.
That is. You will never find an odder group of 4 men in the same room in your life.
DeVito's going to beat them all out week 1.
It'd be the greatest story in NFL history. And the only way that happens if all 3 of those guys are dead and it's Tommy's family put them out.
Yeah.
What I miss? Just 25 picks in the draft. That's all.
Ugh.
Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter, Will Campbell, Mason Graham, Ashton Jeanty, Armand Membou, Tet McMillan, Kelvin Banks, Colston Loeveland, Mykel Williams, Tyler Booker, Kenneth Grant, Tyler Warren, Jalen Walker, Walter Nolan, Shamir Stewart, Grade Zabel, Amika Egbuka, Jade Barron, Derek Harmon, Omarion Hampton, Matthew Golden, Donovan Jaxson, Jaxson Dart. Jaxson to Jaxson. The Dart song instead of the Derp song. I don't know, Steven. I don't know. Of all these picks so far, the Broncos pick was a surprise. The Steelers pick was not a surprise because it's the Steelers, but a surprise because they needed a quarterback. Tyler Warren and Colston Loveland going out of order. And then the big trade, Travis Hunter going to the Jags at 2 after they traded with the Browns who got Mason Graham. Other than that, pretty steady.
Rams just traded back with the Falcons.
Oh, interesting. Who's Atlanta trading up for, do you think?
Shedeur.
Now, I know you said the song is paparazzi, but I don't think I can do it with Lad McConkey. La 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 la. Lad McConkey. Yeah, I can't do it. Who do you think they're going up for, Will? Sorry.
I said Shedeur, but I don't know. Maybe it's well, it's not going to be a running back.
Maybe it's I feel like defense. They got to go another defensive player.
Yeah, maybe.
Trey Amos is my guess. Nope, I was wrong. James Pearce. More edge rush help. They're going James Pearce out of Tennessee. There you go, Atlanta. They got Jalen Walker, Georgia. He's a linebacker / edge guy. Now they go edge guy, Tennessee. They sucked at getting to the passer last year. They were terrible at getting sacks. They're trying to rectify that. If you're a Falcons fan, this is what we thought they would do last year at 8, right? Add some help for your defense. They went Penix. Now you get the help. And I think Pearce, people like him, right? They think he's a good edge rusher. What do you think about the Niners pick? Also, I think the Broncos should have went Hampton. The Niners, oh yeah, they went defensive line. Edge, Georgia, Mykel Williams. I think it's a good pick for the Niners. Try the actual paparazzi line. Lad McConkey.
No. He wants. Wait, Papa. It's like paparazzi. It's Ladma Conky.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lad McConkey. I appreciate your effort here to coach me vocally. All right. We got. Oh, Falcons. Ian Rappaport saying they were going to take him at 15.
That's pretty good value then.
Yeah.
Apparently, Mel Kiper is freaking the fuck out that Shedeur has not been taken yet.
Is he?
Yeah, that's what people are saying.
Mel Kiper. Oh yeah, I see it now on Twitter. Gifts of imitating fellatio. Yes.
Was it the Patrick Starr licking the sand
Yes.
gif?
Oh, how did I miss this? Clay Matthews saying the Bears suck. Oh boy, I missed that one. That goes in Blop 10, huh? Clay
Absolutely.
Matthews loves cocaine. And hates the Bears. Our NFL cocaine bear. Okay. You're getting Bad Romance and Paparazzi confused. Maybe you can get Justin Tucker into the Poker Face song. Oh boy. Oh boy. Guys, I actually am not super familiar with Lady Gaga's musical library. I just did the Amon-Ra one. I don't know how that happened. Pray the Nuggets. The Nuggets.
It's probably the best case scenario for a mispronunciation there.
Yeah. I remember when a local Denver guy tweeted out Nuggets, but he did not use a U, and it just changed to a different word.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody's like, "Why is that auto saved in your phone for a default?"
I don't think that saves in your phone.
I don't think that's how it works.
No.
You're using that word so much, you just auto corrected to it. Oh boy. Yeah. Yes, that's what he was doing.
Yeah, you think he's saying that more than the team he covers? That was peak 2020, wasn't it?
It was.
Folks, what a time to be alive.
What a time. What a time.
All right, so just take your career away for nothing.
Let's see here. Oh, yeah, keep forgetting we're live on Twitter, too.
Oh, geez.
Do you think we're done seeing trades back into the first round, Will?
Probably.
The Falcons kind of came out of nowhere.
The Ravens love to trade back, but the pick in. Yeah, pick's in.
Ravens pick is in.
You never know with the Eagles. Teams love to scoot back into the first to get that fifth-year option.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe Washington would trade back.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like the Browns, they have no reason to trade up. Feels like they could get Shedeur at 33 or 36 if they want Sanders.
If you want him at 33, you should take him at. You should trade up a spot though, because you do get that fifth-year option.
Yeah, and maybe they like Jalen Milroe. It's only like those two guys, unless the Tyler Shuck shit was real.
Yeah, we'll see.
But the Browns are the last team who need Steelers. I keep forgetting they didn't. Steelers, and the Steelers don't have a lot of draft capital to trade back in right now. I mean, look,
they just showed the Ravens draft board on TV.
Oh,
They showed the whole thing. The whole thing's there. Damn.
Can you see it pretty clearly too?
Yeah.
Fuck.
If you rewind a little bit, you'll see it.
Steelers don't pick until 83, so they don't have a second rounder. I think they'll have to move into the second round to get a quarterback if they want one. And I don't know if the Steelers actually do. All right, Ravens up on the pick. That makes sense, Ernie. Ravens go safety Malachi Starks. That feels like a good spot for Malachi.
Next to Kyle Hamilton. Pretty nasty.
And Hamilton, they played out of position for a while, and then when they moved him back to free safety or strong safety or whatever the fuck he plays, he was really good again. So this probably allows them to keep him wherever he's good. You put Starks back there. Nate Wiggins was good last year as a rookie corner for the Ravens. So you feel like when the Ravens take a defensive player, it's just going to work out for that player. Except it's time to pay him. Then they're just going to let him go.
They know their guys.
Yeah.
They always just find a Raven in the draft. You're like, in hindsight, that was so obvious. He's a perfect Raven.
He looked like a Raven the whole time.
Yeah.
All right, 5 picks left in this draft, Will. And then we're almost through it. We got 3,333 likes. That's got to be lucky. A lucky number. 17 new members. Don't forget to subscribe here on YouTube. And Underdog, sponsoring the stream, been sponsoring the show. We're 200 signups, roughly away from 6,000 signups. We get a huge bonus here at That's Good Sports if we hit those 6,000 signups. That money keeps this shit going. So if you like daily fantasy, pick'em games, my Nuggets picks are on the community tab here at YouTube. If you want to see how to lose, you can check those out. But sign up if you want to play. No pressure. No pressure. Okay, Malachi Starks to the Ravens. Ravens fans, do you like it?
Probably.
The way it should be, Connor. Bounce between everybody's streams. We love it. We love it.
Yeah, I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Go pee, Will. And then when you get back, I'm going to go pee. Kind of surprised Sharp's going live on Nightcap for the draft still. That's a ballsy move, huh? All right. Lions. Who do the Lions get? Who are the Detroit Lions taking at pick 28? Steelers trade up for Shedeur, maybe. Broncos fan here from Wisconsin. What's your favorite cheese? Ooh, Spencer, that's a tough question. I like a lot of cheeses. I'm a big blue cheese guy. I've got a giant tub of blue cheese. I ate some blue cheese tonight. It's really hard to just beat a really good cheddar. I know that's basic, but just a sharp, good cheddar, I'll fuck with that. I'll fuck with that so hard. Maxwell Hairston, another corner, is available for the Lions. Donovan Izaruka, edge rusher, available. Maybe it's the edge rusher. Maybe it's Donovan. He didn't go anywhere, right? Donovan to the Lions makes sense, I think. I don't know how to say his last name, obviously. Get your edge. Detroit, edge or corner? What are you going to take? They had Donovan Jaxson mocked to the Detroit Lions, the guard, but he's gone. Trey Amos, corners available. Jihaad Campbell. Huh. We'll see. Lions look excited. Yeah, Daniel Jeremiah basically just saying the interior offensive line, kind of the guys you would take, already gone. So, Detroit, sexy pick. Come on, corner edge. All right, with the 28th pick, the Lions are going. Defensive tackle Tyleek Williams out of Ohio State. I listed a handful of guys. That was not one of them.
He's a dude.
Yeah.
It's a Dan Campbell kind of dude.
I mean, I was thinking edge, but defensive tackle, that's what you want for Detroit. That's where their issues were, on that defensive front.
Yep. It's a big fella.
Big dude. Feels like a Dan Campbell type guy, Brad Holmes guy. Just wanted to hop in and say, keep up the great content. Thank you, Poopy Ball Farm.
Poopy Ball.
How highly? What's that, Will?
Is that a family name?
Yeah. How highly am I supposed to value a compliment from somebody named Poopy Ball Farm? I don't know. Strolds had given up 5th option for this year class. Huh? And with the 30th pick in the 2025 draft, the Commanders have selected winning the 2025-2026 Super Bowl. Oh, I didn't know you could draft that, Jonathan.
Anybody
the
else
Washington Redskin Potatoes. 4 picks left. Commanders, Bills, Chiefs, Eagles. I'm going to P2. I can't make it through 4 more picks.
Go for it.
Hold down the fort. Give them your insight, Will.
I don't have any insight. Other than that, Coors Light is running through Brandon like a buffalo. Coors Light is better than Bud Light, by the way. It goes Coors Light, Miller Light, and then Bud Light. Michelob Ultra, we don't touch that. All right, let's see what they're saying on Twitter. Man, Tyleek's a big boy. That is. Now it just reminded me of one of the other defensive tackles that the Lions took. One of the great named players of all time, John Pinacini. Does anybody remember John Pinacini? Throw it in the chat. Would love to one day get my hands on a Pinacini jersey. That would be nice. Okay, so we have the Commanders are on the clock. I feel like this could be a sneaky Trevion Henderson team. Old Austin Eckler's not getting any younger. I think that would make a lot of sense for them. They're giving carries to Jeremy McNichols last year. No offense to him, but I think they could probably do a little bit better. So I think he would pair nicely with Jaden Daniels. Then you get the Bills, the Chiefs, and the Eagles. I really don't want Henderson to go to the Chiefs. I don't really want anybody to go to the Chiefs. There's that feeling when your division rivals take a player in the first round. You're like, that guy's just good. That guy's going to be good. Jeanty's going to be good. Hampton's going to be good, and it sucks. Feels like any ground you've gained on them in the draft just gets, they catch up immediately. And Jeanty hurts because, by all accounts, it sounded like Denver was trying to get up there and take him. And to watch Ashton Jeanty in college was to love him. Just a fun guy to watch. But we'll go to day 2, and we'll get our running back there. probably get 2 running backs. I love that Cam Scatabo guy, but you know, if Denver comes out of the draft with just Cam Scatabo, that'd be a little disappointing because he's not the fastest gentleman in the draft at running back. I'll say that. So we got Kami's pick is in.
Okay.
Someone has tipped. Ari Mirov has tipped the Commander's pick.
This is a fine time to tip a pick. 29.
Yeah, we're all trying to get home.
Everybody's done. Only the good teams remain. It's like, oh, can't wait to watch one of these really good teams get a little fucking better. Who cares? No offense to all you good teams, well, except for the Chiefs. Offense to you. Offense to you. Coors Banquet.
Yeah, well, I was ranking the light beers.
I actually I think Coors is the best.
I think Coors Light, then Miller Light, then Bud Light. Not a Bud Light fan.
I used to like Miller Lite the best. But I had all of them in Vegas, and I think when we were there, I was like, you know what? I actually think I like Coors more.
Yeah, we got a big pack of Coors, and we played landmines.
Yes. Thank you for that, Will. Josh Connerly Jr., tackle out of Oregon for the Washington Commanders. Jaden Daniels is going to have even more time to throw Hail Mary victories against the Bears. Beautiful.
Only 1 sack allowed in 2024 out of 523 pass block snaps, according to Pro Football Focus.
That's pretty good. Yeah. I think like if you have a second-year quarterback who is really good and your team drafts a tackle, just feel good about it.
Yeah.
Just feel good about it.
Feel good about pretty much any pick you take when it's at the end of the draft.
Yeah, but a tackle and your guy was already good.
Yeah.
The banquet beer. Guard is a guard does feel like a Cowboys pick. Please sing us a lullaby to gently fall asleep. I'll just start talking.
Paparazzi.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. I sang that to Carmi many, many nights. Who's still available? Travis Hunter, no. Just looking at a big board here. Let me go to Daniel Jeremiah's big board. Oh yeah, Jihaad Campbell. Okay, so that was Josh. Is that who it is? Connerly? Yeah. So Daniel Jeremiah had Connerly mocked to the Chiefs at pick 31 at tackle. So actually, Washington, thank you. Thank you for not allowing the Kansas City Chiefs to draft a tackle who is probably pretty good. The Chiefs wanted him. Thank you, Washington. I hope you get to the Super Bowl. Bills, you better also take who the Chiefs want. Oh, yeah, right now I'm drinking a mule. If you're ever in Colorado and you're at a liquor store and you see one of these mules, get them. Got a cute little puppy on there. I don't even like dogs. Except for Will's dog. Beautiful dog.
Beautiful dogs.
Princess. All right, Buffalo. 3 picks left. Come on. Come on. How are the Bills going to fuck this up? That's what I'm thinking about right now.
Gotta get a corner, right?
Yeah. Trey Amos and
Hairston,
Hampton? Will Hampton?
Will
Johnson.
Ravel from East Carolina.
Nick Emanwari, the safety. Yeah, Will Johnson. Jeremiah had him as his 16th best player in this draft. The Michigan corner.
He got hurt, though. He's been injured, and he couldn't run a 40, and he was already slow.
That sucks.
But, yeah, I don't know. If we're playing a lot of zone.
Mike Green's available still, too, right? Nobody drafted Green yet?
Mike Green, yeah. Mike Green's got some character concerns, allegedly.
Yeah, what are they?
He's a real jerk.
He likes to talk back.
He's a piece of work.
He doesn't wash his hands after going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I kind of like him.
Oh, well, he's got sexual assault allegations.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh. I did.
Allegations.
Yeah, it's allegations. Okay.
Yeah,
that's a big one.
Yeah, that'll push you down the boards, though.
Yeah, that would. Josh Simmons, welcome to Chiefs Kingdom. Coors Banquets are the best beer out there.
Yeah, but we're talking about light beers.
We're talking about light beers. Perna, my mom used to sing that to me. She passed away in February. Thank you so much for the happy smile. Great lullaby. Unicorns and rainbows and chicken and stars. You're welcome. I hope I did her justice. I feel like after I would sing like "You Are My Sunshine" like 2 or 3 times, I could really get into a flow where I started to feel like my voice sounded acceptable as a singer. Hopefully Carmi remembers what I sang her one day. I've got a song I wrote for Carmi that I would sing to her at night.
Tommy's hyping up the crowd.
Get him, Tommy. Yeah, I feel like it's got to be corner.
I would think so.
You don't?
I said I would think so.
Maxwell Harrison, Kentucky corner.
And the Chiefs and Eagles swapped.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That seems so meaningless.
Oh, Howie couldn't stay still. Howie does it again.
Do you think Howie just called Brett Veach and was like, you just want to swap for fun? Like, we'll give you a 7th rounder. I know you're not taking the guy we want. You know we're not taking the guy you want. Let's just swap. We just beat you in the Super Bowl. You have to do it.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about Maxwell Harrison, Will?
It's from Kentucky. He's got 6 interceptions in his career, 10 pass breakups.
Okay.
89 tackles in his career.
89?
89. Okay. 5 interceptions in 2023. That was 2 years ago.
Damn it. All right, let me see where he's at on Daniel Jeremiah's big board. James P. Oh, he had him at 34. Kentucky, Maxwell Harrison, 34. Lean, athletic, ideal speed. fluidity. He's willing in run support and is a dynamic blitzer. He is also related to Wolf Blitzer. All right. So that's probably a smart spot to take him. Oh, now I'm seeing some of his highlights. There we go. As long as he's better than Kaiir Elam, Bills fans will be happy.
Not hard to do.
No. That one did not work out.
Certainly not.
All right, I got this. Mile High Life, the champagne of beers. I like Modelo too.
Modelo was good.
I like Modelo. But you got to have a lime. It's just not the same if you don't have a lime.
It's true.
And I don't know if that's just because you always get a lime with Modelo. I don't know if it actually needs it, but I need it. Maxwell Hairston, very excited to be a Buffalo Bill. Gotta like it. I like that suit, too. I need that jacket.
Yeah, let's get that in the closet.
Oh, he's got his whole family on the inside of his jacket. I want the exact same jacket, including I want all of Maxwell Hairston's family inside my jacket as well. Not my family, his family.
It's a big family.
For the Eagles, they're giving the Chiefs a 5th round pick, 164, to swap spots. Huh. Maybe they go Luther Burden here.
The Eagles?
Yeah.
Be an interesting choice.
Little surprise. Little surprise.
Pick is in.
I mean, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. Then you put in Luther Burden.
Get that offense really humming.
Is there a defensive guy they would go here?
Mike Green? I don't know.
They would be a Mike Green team for sure. So would the Chiefs, though.
Yeah.
And it's okay when the Eagles do it, but it's fucked up when the Chiefs do it.
Agreed.
That's how I see it. Perna is awesome. Yep, that's all I need to read. Perna is awesome meme. 15-year-old man-child from Lubbock. All I can say is no fly zone 2.0. Let's go. Hell yeah, Mac 1981. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, we like the pick. We like Jade. We were just kind of taken aback because it was not in the radar. It's like that old saying where it's not a saying, but it's a thing where like if you're surprised because you didn't know it even existed. Was it what's the dumb thing like when like the boats were coming to America? Like Native Americans couldn't even fathom that there were boats coming, so they didn't think anything of it. Couldn't put it together. That's where we were at with that one. Just was so outside of our radar to it.
Basically, yeah.
Boy, I was really digging into a hole there that I couldn't quite.
It was like when the paleface came. When the paleface showed up on our lands.
Yeah, like they couldn't even see it. That's what they would. When
the white devil showed up.
So devilish, you couldn't even see it. Corona.
The beers.
I'm going to disagree on that one. One, I think Modelo is better than Corona. Two, Corona is in a clear bottle, which is not something you want your beer to be in.
Modelo as well?
But they got like a silver
Modelo
wrapper all the way around it.
Yeah, it does have a bigger wrapper for sure.
But they don't put them in clear bottles because the sun It'll skunk your beer. That's like brewer shit 101.
Yeah.
So depending on how Corona is shipped to you, where it's been, I think its taste can vary significantly. Dude, that's a true story. They couldn't see the boats, but I see a huge play in Jeanty Barron. But I don't know if that is a true story. I don't know if they couldn't see the boats. I feel like that's a fabricated thing. Just because you don't know something exists doesn't mean you wouldn't see it coming. Or you wouldn't see it once it was there. You might not see it coming, but once it's there, you'd see it. Oh, thanks for at least helping me there, Joel. Will's the director.
We take turns.
He's watched Boogie Nights enough times where he definitely is the director.
Yeah, Jack Horner.
And I'm built like Mark Wahlberg in that movie, so it makes so much sense.
What do you mean state? State of California? I know where I am, Jack.
Just give us random Boogie Night quotes.
Jealousy will get you nowhere.
All right. Eagles pick is in. Oh, okay. When a team does a trade too, and then the whole 10 minutes goes off, that's annoying as well.
Yeah.
Because if you trade up, you know who you're trading for. I think the NFL does a thing where it definitely just milks that full 10 minutes on a trade.
They love to milk this baby for all it's worth. They take so much joy in outrating the NBA playoffs this time of year.
Yeah. All right, with pick 31, the Eagles select Alabama linebacker Jihaad Campbell.
Oh, they have declared.
Boom. Dude, that feels like they brought Zach Bond back, right? But they lose Oren Burks. And they have Nakobe Dean too still?
Yeah.
They're gonna they got
just took BPA.
Yeah. You got Bond, you got Dean, you got Campbell. That's a good trio of linebackers. I don't know if I've tried Outlaw. Well, I honestly don't drink a lot of beer. I mostly just drink whiskey. But I've been dabbling in some Coors Lights every now and then again.
Nothing like it.
I just saw Schefter tweet, Kansas City's first-round prospect has a case of Bofa. Bofa?
What's Bofa?
I don't know what Bofa is. Do you, Will?
Is it like Ligma?
Is it like Ligma? I ate 5-layer cake in a Ford Focus for a GPS live stream. Can I receive a shout out for the stupid challenge? Yes, you can, Anthony. I vaguely remember that. What were we talking about? Is it about how many layers cakes could have? Respect, Anthony. Respect. Who do you think we will get in the second round tomorrow? That's a good question.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Let's see. Browns picked twice early. The Broncos, they got pick 51. And I think Denver only has 1/3 or 1 second, 1/3. And then a 4th or a 5th, and then 3 6th round picks. So I don't know how much capital they have to move around freely anyway. Okay, yeah. So they got a 2nd, a 3rd, a 4th, and then they have 3 6ths. Jaden Higgins, another receiver available. That could be on their radar. Travion Henderson, definitely on their radar in terms of who they could grab tomorrow. Let's just say Travion Henderson. They're going to get the guy we want tomorrow.
Yeah, that'd be nice. They'd have to move up.
I wonder how far they have to move up in the second to do it. Jihaad Campbell will terrorize the competition. Nice. Nice. Yeah, that feels like a very Howie Roseman move. Do you think he was worried the Chiefs were going to take him, though?
I think he was worried someone was going to jump up.
The Chiefs to get him. That makes more sense.
If the Chiefs wanted him, they'd just take him.
Yeah, duh. We were going to take him, but since you want him.
Yeah, well, I'll take that 5th rounder instead.
Yeah. That makes a lot more sense. Thank you, Will.
Anytime.
We're at the end. We are at the end of this shit. Who are the Chiefs going to get?
I think they're going O-line.
Fair enough. Who's still available?
Josh Simmons.
Okay. Josh Simmons.
Yep. I like how Jihaad Campbell is just speaking directly into the camera.
Where's that camera? Ohio State tackle Josh Simmons. Will's prediction?
Well, there's that other guy in the chat who kept begging for it.
Yeah. For the Chiefs or for the who do you want him to go to?
Kansas City. Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel about the Avs losing twice in overtime? I don't like it, Jake. How do you think I feel about it? I don't like it. Especially with Landy coming back for that game. I thought the Avs were guaranteed a win just by his return. Pabst Blue Ribbon. And Funyuns.
Oh, yes. The old Dennis Hopper quote from Blue Velvet. Have you seen that?
I haven't watched that movie since high school.
He goes, someone offers him a Heineken. He goes, Heineken, fuck that shit. Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Hey, you're right. It's Josh Simmons to the Chiefs. Great call, Will.
Dang. Dang. Good note to end it on.
Great call. Great Blue Velvet reference. I should rewatch that. It was probably early college, not high school, but that's been 20 years. So
well, we did that Blue Velvet thing for remember the Bills Broncos Monday night?
Yeah. No, I just haven't watched it in that long. You're getting old when you're like, I feel like it's been a while since I've seen that. And then you do the math and it's, oh, fuck, that was probably 20 years ago.
That's a funny movie.
It's a weird movie, too.
Dennis Hopper is very funny in that.
Yeah, I don't think I understood it when I watched it. But like I wanted
I don't
to.
think you'll understand it this time you watch it.
Yeah, but see now, like I know that you're not supposed to, like. Oh yeah, I get it. Then I was probably like, yeah, I get this movie. I get what David Lynch is doing here.
So, like I watched Mulholland Drive and I was like, oh, I need to get this.
Yeah,
you don't need to get it. You're not gonna get it. You just have to let it wash over you.
Yeah. I do think Caleb Johnson would be a good pick for the Broncos. We like Caleb Johnson. I like him so much, I had to have Will remind me of what his name was twice in tonight's stream. But thank you guys for watching along with us during the draft. It was awesome. The draft itself was, pretty normal.
Pretty normal
Nothing
draft.
too crazy. Broncos got a corner. One big trade early. But it was fun because you were all with us. I had a lot more people in here with Will and I than I thought. So thanks for showing up. Jory, Max, thank you guys for modding tonight. And Will and I will get started working on our videos. So
That's right.
smell you later.
Bye-bye.